Welcome back to Man Down Sports. You can see from the thumbnail, we got NBA trade deadline topics to get into. Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, AD, all of that good stuff, man. We kind of talked about Luka the night it happened on Saturday. If Corey don't stop doing that daggone.
Just to be clear, I'm not getting into none of that. I'm not getting into Jimmy Butler or Luka.
You ain't getting in it.
Not me.
Nonetheless, man, I think we're gonna be missing well, for sure we missing Chris and Zoe tonight. Dominique was having some technical difficulties. She might slide back in here if she can get that fixed. Technical difficulties. Right. I slowed it down, man. Slow it down. I just dished you, baby.
She's having technicalities.
Corey.
What just happened?
I see we got one moderator here, Posh King.
Posh, what up?
Where Greg Anderson at? We need some more moderators in here, y'all. Hit the like button on your way in. What's up, John? Hit the share button as well. Let's get some more people in here. This is gonna be a good show. Call-ins, all of that. We're gonna have all of that for y'all today. Good conversation as well, because we got to get into all of this stuff, man. And then Super Bowl, we're gonna get into that as well.
Not late,
right? Huh?
We're not late.
We right on time.
Yeah, we're always on time. I don't know what every time. Started at 5. We, you know what I'm saying? Say at 5. You know what I mean? 3:45 is what time we want y'all here. You know what I'm saying? But we always 15 minutes after that. You know what I mean? There go Jamel time. There go some more moderators. We got 2 of them here. What's up?
Yeah,
Jamel?
I did win, didn't
I? Members, Zeno Omega, thank you for being a pro level member for 2 months. Simply 510, Deshaun 08, Disrespectful God, Mr. CT Prodigal, TT7, Michael Young, Big Al, Master Chief, who y'all? Savon Honor, the Joker 687, Malachi Israel, Scott Merriweather, Ashley H. It's Not That Serious, Keith Brazell, Big T, Andrea Williams, James Reed, Demetrius Day, Taco Master, 33 Shuggy, Cedric Franklin, E. King, Steve Calvert, Unspoken Voices, Taco Master, Ryan Waters, WW, Shay J, R. Bean, Jeffrey Gould, Shy Rider Westsider, and Wizman Ballin. Wizman Ballin being the longest tenured member we have, so we appreciate y'all and we salute y'all for what y'all do.
Hey, shout out to Taco Master, man. That man got in the car wreck earlier this week.
Yeah, did you, Taco? You good, bro?
Prayers up.
Yeah, he said he's gonna listen when he get home. But yeah, he said he good. He said he hurt his arm a little bit. We talked about it on Wednesday at Therapeutic Rap. Y'all had to be there.
Dang. My bad, Taco man. Sorry to hear that, bro. Glad to see you doing good though. Yeah, hey man, but we
Yeah, he said he's straight. He said he hurt his arm a little bit, but he a little sore, but now all is well.
Okay.
But his car is messed up.
Well, what's wrong with the beanie? I'm confused.
He said the beanie is not it.
They said it's tight on the sides and loose in the middle. Whatever that means.
You're gonna have to get used to it, man. I got a dozen of these, and I will be rolling them out. What's good, Jamil? Yeah, I will be rolling them out. You'll see the purple one next show. As a matter of fact, I'm doing my solo show tomorrow. So y'all see the purple one tomorrow. All right. Corey, what you trying to get ready down there? That's Dominique. Okay, all right. So we'll give it some time. Hey, y'all see Shannon Sharp, Sterling Sharp get in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
That was dope, however.
You say however.
Yeah, however.
Sterling Sharp was nice. What's wrong?
He was, man, but not for a long enough sustained period, in my opinion.
He a Hall of Fame player for sure.
Yeah, no, he had Hall of Fame talent. Don't get me wrong. But due to injuries, he only played 7 years. Like I think he needed a little bit more than that.
It was 7 Hall of Fame years, though. He was having I will say 5. He was having a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, he definitely was. And I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? I think the sky would have been the limit for him.
Question, but didn't he play at a time where you wasn't sure if you would get 3 years in?
For receivers? No, I mean, no, they was playing.
I mean, he
Rice
played
played
during
a
the
while.
same time as Jerry Rice and Tim Brown, and they still playing.
Like I can't look at.
It feel like it, don't it? It feel like they still playing. They was in the league forever.
How long they played. Your average guys played back then versus what they play now.
Now, I'm sure their careers were significantly shorter because I think Troy Aikman only had like an 11-year career.
Right. I mean, if he did his thing in those 7 years, then give it to him. That's what I said.
Somebody said he ain't missed no game in those years either. I don't know if
he didn't.
All right, y'all. Britne has heard enough of this.
Oh, thank you.
You seen the mom though?
I'm alone.
Jesus.
Oh, how many years did Sean Taylor play before he passed?
Probably 3. How many Sean Taylor played, Jay?
Maybe 4.
Is he getting in the Hall of Fame
right now?
I think
hey,
he played like 3 years.
if you get murked while you playing, Hall of Fame.
Jay, stop it.
No, for real.
Somebody need to stop Jay, man. Somebody need to stop Jay, man.
Not. Am I wrong? Okay.
Who? Okay, so you saying Aaron Hernandez, Hall of Fame?
He didn't get murked while he was playing. He was murking cats while he was playing.
I don't see a difference.
Trying not to laugh at that one.
If y'all see this shot LaMelo Ball just threw up, sheesh, boy. He's an all-star.
Did you
He's an all-star.
Did you hear his brother's remix with Lil Wayne?
Nah, but I heard he got another song coming out and he's supposed to be performing for the All-Star game. Which
he had 344 tackles, 12 interceptions, 41 pass defended, and 4 forced fumbles.
In only 3 or 4 seasons? That's crazy.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you how many seasons he played. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, absolutely.
4 full seasons.
And he had those stats.
Well, and in 2000, well, not 4 full seasons because in 2007 he only played 9 games, and I think that's when it happened.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us, Corey?
Hold on, man. I'm trying to help Don.
Okay,
but I don't think they put him in the Hall of Fame.
You be like, all right, chill out with the nods, sir.
I don't know. Oh, Zero Lion, what's good, brother?
Now that's Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, now he in the Miami Hall of Fame.
Who? Sean Taylor.
Yeah, he's not in the NFL Hall of Fame.
How many years you got before you're no longer qualified to be in the Hall of Fame?
They just changed it. Whatever the rule was, is something different now, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Because I want to see if what's the name makes it.
Who is that?
Eddie George.
No.
You don't think so?
He got a better shot than Jamal Anderson. Jamal Anderson had a short.
Well, Eddie
George
good. Married old girl from SWV, so he should be in the Hall of Fame. No. I mean, they still making whatever they into. They still making money. He played his NFL money real smart. Like, shout out to Eddie George. I think he's a coach now.
Yeah, he coaching somewhere in college.
Grambling, maybe.
Is it Motto? Meadow? I appreciate it. No Y on my name though, but I appreciate it. What's going on?
It can be a Y.
No, it can't. I'm gonna be like how Darius Slay is. What people call him Darius. He be like Slay. No Y.
But hold on. You know how many people put a Y on my name?
Hold on. People do what to Darius Slay? They put a Y where?
No, they just call him by his first name. He be like, no, Slay.
Oh, okay. That's what he want to be called, Slay.
Yeah.
Yeah, people put Y's in my name all the time.
What y'all think about that Josh Allen MVP? All right, we small talking right now because we're waiting on Corey and Dominque to fix some stuff.
You already know what I think.
What you think, Jay?
He got the DEI award. The narrative in the color made him the MVP, man. He the first ever DEI MVP. I thought they just said DEI was illegal, man. Come on. I thought nah, for real. I thought they said that.
Oh man, that man got a diversity, equity, inclusion MVP award.
Yeah, that's like, man, we tired of giving it to you.
Still affirmative action is there though, so it's more affirmative action, not DEI.
Nah, that's DEI, yo. that man did not deserve. Like he didn't beat Lamar in any statistical category, not one.
Not even wins. He had more wins, right? One more win.
Oh, no, that the W's that was counting was whiteness.
Boy. All right.
What?
Stop. Hey, in other news, Nico Harrison got a daggone security detail follow him home because he's getting death threats all over Dallas.
Who the oh, is that the owner of
the GM?
That's the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
I thought that was the same Nico from Drew Hill.
Why people act like when your team, somebody gets traded from your team or whatever may happen with the basketball, like it's going to impact their life.
Maybe it do impact their life though.
How? They paying
because they don't have one. Sometimes that person that they identify with that's on that team is their life.
Then that's crazy. I need you to get some help.
Yeah,
you gotta get some help.
Right, Corey, this team can you hear us?
Your bills, not
yeah.
Your family.
She's still having difficulties.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started, man. I wanted to start with this Jimmy Butler trade because that's the latest one that was big. You know, we knew Jimmy Butler was going to get traded at some point because he axed out. He was having issues in Miami, and he ended up in Golden State out of all places. Now, he preferred Phoenix. What messed up that Phoenix trade is that they wanted to trade Bradley Beal, and Bradley Beal did not want to waive his no trade clause. He made that clear. So, you know, Phoenix being desperate was saying, well, the only way we can kind of fix what the mess that we've made, somebody's got to get traded. And so they, you know, start talking about Kevin Durant, you know, being in the trade discussion, all that good stuff. Long story short, Jimmy Butler didn't get what he wanted. He ended up in Golden State, and then he did sign that extension. And some people think it's a good thing and think the Warriors are a contender now. Some people don't. I'm gonna play for you what Stephen A. Smith said about it, and I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on it.
Jimmy Butler saga with the Miami Heat ended Wednesday night when he was traded to the Golden State Warriors as a part of a multi-team mega deal. Sources told ESPN now, part of this agreement, Butler will decline his $52 million player option for next season. He's planning to sign a new 2-year, $111 million deal that carries through the 2026-2027 season. Stephen A., I'll start with you on this. With the addition of Jimmy Butler, how dangerous is this Warriors team in the West?
No more dangerous than they were yesterday.
You're not moved.
I'm not moved at all. Listen, and that's no knock against Jimmy Butler, but what we're not going to do today is call this a mega deal. It is not a mega deal. The fact of the matter is, if Jimmy Butler had ended up in Phoenix with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, that would have been a mega deal. But him being in Golden State, you got to understand something. We're accustomed to seeing Steph Curry with Klay Thompson. Jimmy Butler's not a Klay Thompson caliber player, not type of player, rather. He's big time. He's playoff Jimmy. He will produce. His numbers go up every series in the playoffs, everybody. No doubt about that. And we know that he's big time and he's an all-star caliber player. I'm just saying in terms of this system, who he's playing with, the personnel surrounding Jimmy. No, this is not a mega deal. This is something that's gotten the Golden State Warriors about $19.3 million under the luxury tax. And it's saving them money. It's a business deal. And I think that also you gave away Wiggins. Now, he's a guy that I think you can give away for a box of cookies half the time because sometimes he shows up and he's elite. He helped them win a championship a couple of years ago. But on far too many occasions, he is missing in action. He is MIA, which is why it is appropriate that he's heading down to MIA, as in Miami.
Oh, my gosh. No. Oh, my goodness.
Right there.
Oh, my God.
Thoughts on the whole situation, what Stephen A. Smith said, and the whole situation, trading Wiggins, bringing Butler in, and thinking you got something that you can move forward with, and then giving him this crazy extension, man. Thoughts on all of that?
Golden State.
It could go ahead.
Golden State is always overpaying people like that, though. Like, this is kind of normal for them. Like, I don't know if Jimmy Butler's worth that type of money anymore. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good basketball player, but he's not that Jimmy Butler anymore. Like, he's not gonna come in and save the franchise. Like, he's not gonna do that. And and he's what 30 what?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up while you're talking. Go ahead.
35.
He 35.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Don?
He about to be 35.
We can't hear you, Don. Can you hear us?
I can hear it just fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you now. Can you hear us? Good.
Hear you guys.
Well, welcome, man.
Friday.
Welcome.
But yeah, he's
I'm gonna put the white mics up top.
35 years old and can't.
Yeah,
And you know what I mean? And you're gonna pay the dude like that. Like it's crazy. Like it's just Jimmy Butler. Like, don't get me wrong, Jimmy Butler used to be great, but it's not the same Jimmy Butler anymore. And I don't think I would have paid him that much money. But that's a typical Golden State deal.
Well, I mean, why you don't think he's the same Jimmy Butler? Because of injury? I mean, what if he's 100% healthy?
I'm still not paying a 35-year-old dude that way. And I don't think he's healthy. I don't think he's 100% Jimmy Butler. Not now. And even if he was 100% Jimmy Butler, is he gonna just take them to get a ring? Because that's ring money.
I wouldn't have gave prime Jimmy Butler that contract. I would. Jimmy. Everybody keep acting like he. So, who the fuck is Jimmy Butler? Like, listen, bro, it couldn't have happened to a better franchise. Like, they deserve each other.
Facts.
They deserve each other.
It's true.
And as long as Draymond is there and his antics are allowed to continue to blossom, I hope they make deals. Like, I hope they go re-sign CP3 in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? I hope they do all kinds of stuff.
They deserve this. Go down with the ship.
Yeah, listen. As long as we got the big three intact, the big three. Shut up. Like, listen. And my man Mike Dunleavy over there in the front office, man, he is the perfect fall guy. That man is probably never going to get another job after this too. But I understand getting under the luxury tax because they have been one of the three highest paid teams for the last 5 years, and it didn't materialize much. So I get the business of it, but you could have not gave Draymond Green $1 billion deal for him to just run around and look like he hanging with Shrek. You could have kept young talent instead of doubling down on bullshit.
I got what you did there, Jay. Talking about hanging. I got that.
Question.
Yeah.
I thought Buddy Yield was supposed to be there, some sort of savior. They're not quite Klay Thompson, but they're next part of Klay Thompson. What happened with that?
That's what they thought. I mean, this is the issue.
Like he looked.
This is the issue.
They realize he's not the most consistent.
This is the issue. Steve Kerr has a formula that he think he can just plug people in, and that formula only highlights Steph Curry, Klay when he was there, and Draymond. There's no other role. Like he had Wiggins playing power forward. He had Kuminga playing power forward, and he had Moses Moody playing power forward. He had Gary Payton Jr. playing power forward, and he wondered why he can't get the best out of them, and his fans wonder why they can't get the best out of them. Why are they playing power? Why you want to play small ball so much? It's not working no more. Like, I remember I was coaching a team in Guam, and I had this 1-3-1 trap that I did the entire season. No team had an answer for it. I went all the way through the playoffs, got to the championship game, and the team that I played the first game of the season that I blew out by 30 was ready for that 1-3-1 press, and we lost to them by 2 points. I was hurt, but I never had like a plan. I never had like a change up for them. I mean, what was working until it wasn't working no more. And I didn't have my kids ready for what was next. Steve Kerr, what was working for him when Klay was in his prime and couldn't miss, when Steph was in his prime and couldn't miss, when Dre was in his prime, and then you had people like Iguodala and Livingston coming off the bench, David West, when all that stuff was working, it was working. Now it's not working no more. He hasn't found out his next pitch. He's still pitching the same thing, and that's the issue.
Hey, hold on. I just want to take a moment and bookmark that right there. All right, y'all keep going.
Bookmark what?
Everything you just said. I want to bookmark that for later on.
Okay.
All right, it's cool.
Okay, no, you trying to say, okay, all right, cool.
No, I ain't trying to say no.
Cool.
What you just said, honestly, like I first of all, I hate to give you props. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We know that. But what you just said was so insightful that
My
I
dog.
want to recall it later.
Okay. All right.
You know what
I
I'm
can't
saying?
wait to
Yeah.
recall it. I can't wait for this recall.
That's not what he just did.
No, I promise to God it is.
Okay.
And if you look at the rundown, you can tell when I'm going to recall it.
I already know when he's gonna recall. I already know. I know exactly what you just did. Bookmark.
I
Who
don't
want
know.
to answer that? Who want to answer that?
Was LeBron James worth for 2 years sentencing for 100 minutes? Yes.
No.
No, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
For a different reason than Jimmy Butler is.
Yeah,
Or not.
I'll tell you why. When you hear the words LeBron James, what you should hear is asses in seats and people buying jerseys. When you hear Jimmy Butler, you hear he may show up in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a valid point.
LeBron
Yeah.
definitely gonna bring the circus for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Listen.
Bring the dollars.
This man got them to sign his mini me for you know what I'm saying. They just throwing away money because they know he's gonna bring money in. He's box office. He's must see TV. For some people, you know what I'm saying.
His mini me is moving up that depth chart. Go ahead, Dominque.
Oh yeah, hey, Bronny is hooping. Said no one ever, but he definitely.
He moving up.
He
that
definitely
depth
is
chart,
moving
bro.
up the depth chart.
Yeah.
Shit, they shipped everybody out.
That's what I was gonna say. They
Yeah.
got rid of everybody. He ain't got
And
no-
everybody kept saying,
Exactly.
"Oh, why they ain't trade Bronny?" What other franchise is gonna take that dumbass contract?
Well, let's keep it on the Jimmy Butler for now because we got Laker talk coming up soon. But let's keep it on Jimmy Butler. So, Dominque, I can't hear you.
My only retort to Jay is that I just think that so LeBron plays for the Lakers. If Jimmy Butler is playing for the Lakers, people are going to go watch. He
No, they
could be
won't.
a huge store. Hold on. I let you speak your piece. If Jimmy Butler was playing for the Lakers, what he's been able to do in the playoffs and become that guy, he would be a bigger star if he had been playing. If the last 6 years he had spent on the Lakers instead of LeBron, I'm not saying he'd be a bigger star than LeBron. I just think that Jimmy Butler would be a bigger star. I'm not saying that his performance would be any different. So, Mel, I agree with you 1,000,000% about your take about Jimmy Butler. He's playoff. He's not an all-year guy. He's not a superstar. I agree with you. I'm just saying that I think that if he were in that market, that he would be a bigger star. And I don't think that the tickets and I don't think people would come or go less. LA is going to sell. It's just like the Knicks. People go to watch us, whether we're good or bad. So people are going to go for LA. They didn't. I don't think the extension for LeBron was worth it. I think winning was more worth it. I think had they made, the kind of moves that they made this year, blindsided LeBron and just made the moves that they needed for their franchise, winning would make them would have been so much better for the Lakers than this charade that they've had with LeBron the last 6 years.
Depends on how you look at it.
Well,
though, Dom. Like if you Jenny Buss though, if you Jenny Buss, you got two priorities. You got a basketball team that you want to be competitive, and you got your bottom line as far as money. It looked like she know that with LeBron and with whatever roster we could actually put together, I don't think the winning is going to come. Like the player that we're relying on is 39-40. We know we're not going to win with that. So I think that she's taking the alternative, which is, well, let's just see how much money we can squeeze out of this.
I'm just saying, Mel, if they were making the kind of decisions, like if they decided to take their organization back 6 years ago, or maybe even 4 years ago when Russell Westbrook came along, like I just think that I think winning, and I mean, Jerry Buss has said it himself. You know what I'm saying? Winning always trumps whatever else is happening.
Correct. So what it would have looked like for the Lakers is doing the same thing Dallas just did and saying, it's the only difference is the age, right? So the Lakers would have cut ties with LeBron 2-3 years ago and said, let's see if we can get somebody in here that's going to help us win. Let's build a winner around AD, which is what Dallas is doing. Oh, we go cut ties with Luka and we go put winning. We go build around AD and Kyrie, right? That was a decision that they made because winning is really a priority for them. I don't think Jeanie Buss really has winning as a priority until LeBron leaves.
But what y'all both failed to mention is if you gave Jimmy Butler an electric sewing machine, he still couldn't move the needle. You see what I'm saying? Like he just don't. He don't.
Not if you're trying to build around him. He's a piece. Like if he could have came in and been a third wheel to Kevin Durant and Booker, that helps.
And he could play ball. But to be your number one guy, he's never going to be that.
Disrespectful to say he doesn't move the needle. He's
It's
not
not
just
disrespectful.
He's not just a regular role player.
It's not disrespectful to
He
say
is now.
he don't move the needle. He don't.
Does he move it for Golden State right now?
No, they look like a G League rec team. Anybody who watched last night's game, yeah.
Now, last night's game had some stuff with it though. Dominique.
Last night's game was
hold on
because the Lakers are still bums. You know they came within 5.
Exactly. They choked up a 30-point lead. But listen, 36 free throws they was getting. Now
the disparity was disgusting.
It was disgusting. Now you know when they used to have those
Austin Reeves in the fourth quarter. Don't get me started.
Oh yeah, Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves had, man, he was like shooting like 1 for 9, but he was 10 for 10 from the free throw line. But look, let me say this real quick, and I'll let Corey and Britne get in here. Well, look, last night I'm watching that game. They got 36 free throws to the Warriors 20. All right, 16 disparity, right? Then on top of that, if you watch how they was, anytime you want to know if the refs are helping Steph or not helping Steph, you just need to watch how they allow him to be guarded when he don't have the ball. And the Lakers was holding this dude by the waist when he was trying to run off screens, and that was allowable. And I was like, man, that is insane how they. But I told everybody now that the Lakers got something right.
Did you see him taking charges last night?
Who? LeBron? Steph? I did.
He was really trying.
But they hosed them. They hosed them, man. But this is gonna be the rest of the season. The Lakers is gonna get so much help now that they got Luka and LeBron, because man, it's a lot of money for the NBA for them to.
Are they winning the title this year, Mel?
No, they're not winning the title, but they damn sure go try. But go ahead, Corey and Britne.
Go ahead, Britt.
I mean, look, I have a lot of respect for Jimmy Butler. I've always been a huge fan of his outside of the attitude stuff. He's getting older. To me, he's not the same player. When I watch him, he's not the same player. And granted, he's 35 years old. I think the injuries are starting to mount up. I don't think this moves the needle for me when it comes to the Warriors at all. Maybe if he was that guy coming from the Timberwolves so many years ago, I think he could be a better 2. You're way above average 3 on this type of Warriors type of team, but he just doesn't move the needle for me anymore. And I think it's an overpay. I do.
It is for 35. And look, especially if they go play the same way. If you're still trying to play where we want Steph to do all this stuff, all this running around, and we shooting a lot of threes, and we want to play small ball, and like Wiggins was perfect for that because number one, he was okay with, all right, you're not gonna let me actually show my game. You want me to play power forward and all this crazy stuff and just play defense and switch everything and guard people to 7 foot and all this crazy stuff they're asking him and Kuminga to do. They did it. And this is the way they repaid them. Oh, thanks for doing all this stuff. Thanks for coming in and playing defense for everyone on a championship run and helping us beat Boston. We about to ship you out of here, just like they did Clay. Thanks for nothing, Clay. Just like they did Kevin Durant. Thanks for nothing. All because of freaking Draymond Green.
Question.
That pisses me off.
The moment Jimmy Butler gets in a situation that he does not like, how does this now? How will his attitude change all of a sudden? How? Because I could see him and Draymond Green butting heads big time.
Of course.
I'm telling you, Jimmy Butler is not going to like something that Steve Kerr is going to call or is going to put him in a different position that he's not used to.
Of course, and he got the contract he wanted to, so he can act the tail if he wants to. He can act up if he want to.
So this is not going to make this team any better at all.
No. But it gave him some attitude and some guts. Like Jimmy Butler do bring a mentality to the team, some toughness to the team. You know, he would have a game where he go off.
And
You know, so
Get rid of Draymond Green.
That's why
that's what they
If
should have been
we're-
done.
if we're bringing Jimmy Butler. Why we don't need two of those kinds of people.
They should have been got rid of Draymond.
Listen, man, I just did a little quick research. Oh man, my camera. Something happened to my camera. The hell?
Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Research.
Oh, but yeah, there's some quick research, man. And Jimmy Butler career 18.3 points, 5.3 rebounds, 4.3 assists. Tyrese Halliburton, who is somebody else who I don't feel is a needle mover, 17.3 points, 3.7 rebounds, 8.7 assists. Like, no one, I don't think Tyrese moves the needle. Like they the same like caliber of player. I don't think they're the same type of player, but the same caliber of player, where you wouldn't say that neither one of them should be that guy.
I mean, you already had a guy like that with Andrew Wiggins, so that's what I'm saying.
Facts.
Like, if they don't change the way they play, and if they want him to do the same thing that Andrew Wiggins was asked to do, how you go get something better out of him, right? So I mean, Andrew Wiggins, he went in Miami. Andrew Wiggins is going to look really good. Watch, really good. Hey, Chris said LeBron said you want to see a magic trick. Boom, two LeBrons. Right. So Jimmy, the equivalent of the music, the musty wreck nigga that wear knee highs, Jordan hoop earring.
Nah, he better than that, yo.
Following their defense. Okay, Chris.
You better than that, Chris. Come on now.
All right, so I know, right? I had to read that too. So here's the second part of this trade, right? The second part of this trade is that Kevin Durant was supposed to go to Golden State, and he was like, "Hell no, I ain't doing that, man." And I love the way Rob Park on the Odd Couple and his new co-host broke it down, and it was the same way I thought about this thing on how they said it, man. So here's what they said about Kevin Durant.
The Golden State Warriors have been trying to get this reunion going with Kevin Durant.
They ain't playing. They
for
just
48
screaming.
hours or so. They've really been hot to trot. Anything they can to get KD back to the Bay. Only problem is KD doesn't want to go back to the Bay. And according to Mark Stein and others, KD put the word out very firmly. He says, I am not interested in a reunion with Steph Curry and Golden State. And as a result, according to The Athletic now, Golden State has said, all right, you don't want to come here. We're going to stop the pursuit. Good luck and good fortune.
Can I say this? To KD. I'm serious. First, I don't want another. I'm not changing uniforms again. Like this is for a great player. He's been all over the place. Number two, the disrespect by the Warriors to him. Rob G, when they opened, you could Google it and see if you can find a story. When they did the video for the new Chase Center, he was not included. He was a two-time Finals MVP. That's petty. How in the world could you exclude him when talking about the Warriors and their history? I'm sorry. I don't care how he left, whatever you're mad or whatever it is. He deserved better than that. And you remember their general manager who's not there anymore, I think, right, Bob?
Bob Meyer, yeah.
Who joked about him being there?
Disrespecting him. And,
Yes.
yeah.
And you know this. Steph and everybody else there, Draymond and all that, their legacies wouldn't be the same without KD. It would be they won that championship when Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving were hurt.
And they still took the game 6 and had it.
Right? And they choked down the biggest advantage. They were up 3-1. Right, against the Cavaliers, and they choked that down. No team in NBA history had ever choked down a 3-1 finals advantage.
Add to that.
And they were 72, right? And 10.
Or 73 and 9.
73 and 9 because they beat the record, right? Jordan and them were 72 and 10. And they had not lost more than 2 in a row at any point in the season. They lost 3 in a row, including 2 games at home and game 7 at home. That was a choke job. And and now they want Kevin Durant because they're a bad team. I mean, they're a bad team. and they want him to come again with a Superman cape and bail him out. I'm glad KD said, hell no, I'm not interested.
This is crazy, Rob. Let me look. First of all, there's a lot I've been, preparing for the shows writing down. First of all, let me add one more point for you. Steph Curry was the back-to-back MVP when that happened. Meaning, if you're an MVP, how you losing and you up 3-1?
Right.
If you're the MVP, oh man, Draymond was out game 5. Okay, well then the MVP can win me one more.
All you do is win one, and one of them was at home.
And that is why Steph Curry is one of the all-time greats. But I will say he gets the scapegoat that no other great, like people say he is. He's the top 5. Okay, well, nobody else
ain't no top
gets
5.
the scapegoat like he does. Let me also add some things.
Hey, he said a lot. All right, I'm gonna get into what he said, but let me shout out this super chat. He said how many games into Draymond either swings or get into it with Jimmy Buckets. Thanks for the $10 super chat. And then Dreamers Pros in the house. What's up, Charles, man? Shout out to you. But let's get into what Rob Parker first of all said. He's glad Kevin Durant didn't come back to save them a second time, because that's really what happened the first time. Golden State ran up against the Cavs. They choked the 3-1 lead. They realized that the Cavs at full strength was a little bit too much for them, especially if they're going to let them defend Steph, right? And they realized that we need a boogeyman to beat the boogeyman and LeBron. So they went and got KD. KD saved them, and then they flipped the narrative to make it seem like they saved KD and he needed them to win. And what it really was he saved them. Now they're asking to be saved again, right? And then the second part, the other co-host said that Steph Curry is the most excused superstar that we've ever had. I've never seen someone get excused for everything. He does nothing wrong. He gets excused for everything. So speak to those two things. You can choose. You can speak to both of them or just one of them, but address what y'all just heard.
Good.
Jay, your mic ain't on.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's your computer.
I don't
your
know.
computer.
Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay. I don't really disagree with him. I mean, I do think Steph gets a pass on a lot of things. And, KD, I'm just really upset he didn't come to the Mavericks, man.
I don't think the opportunity was there for him to go to the Mavericks. They wanted him.
They tried. They tried their best, but they just didn't have enough gusto left, and they didn't want to get rid of any more players. I think they got rid of who they wanted to get rid of, but we'll talk about that later.
I don't think. I think that the Warriors wanted to keep Draymond, and Kevin Durant don't want to play with that man, and he really don't want to be in that organization, period, because everybody else in the organization had a chance to step up, but they didn't. They had a chance to speak up when Draymond was on that nut shit, and they didn't. Nobody said anything. They let him run amok, call that man the B word and all that. So yeah, I wouldn't have saved him either. But as far as Steph get the most excuses,
he get a lot.
He's a Drake of the NBA, man.
He get a lot, man. Shout out to Dreamers Pro. I'm not sure what country he is or what currency that is. I'm guessing it might be $20, maybe even $200. I don't know, but I appreciate it.
That deeper red color is more than 20.
Oh, okay, so it might be 20.
Be yellow.
Dreamers Pro, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Dreamers Pro and Charles and all the good work he doing over there. And y'all make sure y'all get him a sub if y'all haven't already done it. Help him get I think he's real close to 250K. So if he not passed it already, but y'all go over and get him a sub too. I appreciate that, brother. He is the most excused superstar for sure. He is the most excused superstar. Dominique, what's your thoughts, man?
It's funny. People think that Steph Curry is the most excused superstar. I think that he is the most excused when it comes to when we're trying to put him in these GOAT discussions, but I don't think so. I don't actually hold him as accountable as I do others. And the reason is because he's not asserting himself as the GOAT. Now, when he went ahead and said that he was the greatest point guard ever, I felt that that was when we needed to hold him to the fire. That was when we needed to criticize him. That was when we can't let the excuses go. You know what I mean? But prior to that, I didn't really have a problem. I don't know if it's the, you know, baby face assassin, the, you know, God-fearing in him, but like basically he is untouchable. And Steph Curry can do
But
no
why though? Why?
but I think it's because he shields himself. He doesn't say that much. I think that like the only thing that he ever really said much that bothered me was when he came out and said that he was the greatest point guard of all time.
Yeah, so if he's the most excused superstar, and besides LeBron, KD is the most scrutinized superstar, right? What is KD said? He's not said the things that LeBron has said. Why does KD get so much smoke?
Things that LeBron has said, but he has done other things that have brought
Like what?
attention to himself.
Like what?
Creating burner accounts and attacking people publicly. When you
that's
do that,
not-
you're putting now.
that's not enough.
You asked me a question, and I
But
asked.
that's not enough,
You're
Dominique.
asking why is he scrutinized? When you put yourself in the spotlight, you're going to be. And he has put himself in the spotlight. It might not be to the extent that LeBron has or the way that he has, but he has put himself. He argues with people. You're putting yourself. He has a reply for everything that people say about him. So you are, you know, you're going back and forth. You're putting yourself in a certain light. I'm not saying that people are right for criticizing him. I'm not saying the NBA is right for how they treat him. I'm just saying that he has put himself out there. I think that Steph Curry leads with a little bit more positivity than all of them. He's probably the most beloved superstar. He is so much more positive when things are happening, when he gets cheated out of a game, all of it. I'm not saying that he's
I don't know about that, Dom.
I'm not saying he's never complained. I'm just saying I think he's a little bit more positive than LeBron and Kevin Durant. And
Well,
he's
so-
that way. There's a
so-
perception, and that perception is reality for a lot of people.
Yeah, so you mentioned he responds to stuff that people say about him, but that's the whole point. People are saying stuff about him, right? And then he responds. He's not coming out saying stuff about people. People are saying stuff about him. He decides to respond, right? So people are saying stuff about him that they're not deciding to say about Steph, right? This is before he started being outspoken, before he had a burner account, before we knew he had a burner account. We didn't know he had a burner account. So for all we knew, Kevin Durant was not saying anything while people was talking about him.
I just think all the superstars get criticized though. And Steph Curry's he was called not a leader. When Kevin Durant went to his team, people said he was not the best player on the team, and he wasn't. But I'm just saying that he gets criticized too. It just might not be to the level at which, but I don't think that he does the same kinds of things. I'm just being
he don't do the same kind of thing, and we're not talking about him getting criticized. We're talking about him getting excused. So whenever he does get criticized, the media in large comes to excuse everything. When Kevin Durant gets criticized, the media at large comes to pile on to add to it, right? So you could say the same thing about Kevin Durant. You're not a leader, and then the media all come and agree with that. And then when you say that about Steph, the media come in to protect him.
But do they protect him? There's no media that calls Steph Curry the GOAT. That's why I'm saying, like, I think the criticism is sort of relative. So, like, the discussions are that Steph Curry is the best point guard, not that he's the GOAT. If he was in a GOAT discussion with LeBron, the smear campaign would be crazy.
They said he's top 5, Dom.
I'm just saying
those are the GOATs. Top 10 are the GOATs.
Kevin Durant was the person that was threatening LeBron James's case. Don't you think that it's really interesting that the media, like, I don't think it's a surprise. I don't think that Steph Curry was threatening LeBron James's GOAT discussion at any point. When Kevin Durant went to the super team, everybody had to attack him, and I just think that that's the media. I think the media formed against him, and Kevin Durant said things against against LeBron James, saying that it was toxic to play against him. The media has been on his back like a backpack.
I think that's the true answer right there. I think that's the true answer right there. That's the true answer. Britne, what you think?
I think Dom said it towards the end. When Kevin Durant decided to go from OKC and join the previous, what they won 72 games the previous years or something like that. And a lot of people already seen the Warriors as a powerhouse team, whether they had KD or whether they did not have KD. They still had them had the Warriors as a top contending team for the next so many years. So when he made that decision to leave OKC, and a lot of people in the media felt that if he would have stayed with OKC, they could have had a ring. But when he made that decision, like, how can you be the best, but you're joining up with the best? That's what a lot of people were saying at that time. I think that's the moment when he started to become unlikable. We can't put him in that GOAT conversation because of the decision that he decided to make, regardless of how Draymond Green felt, regardless of how Steph Curry felt when they came and said that KD saved us, or that we wouldn't have won a championship without KD. I think that changed a lot of people's opinions on KD after he made that decision.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think it's right, because the move that Kevin Durant did is the exact same move that Steph did. Like, having Kevin Durant come join you is the same move as Kevin Durant coming to join you. You both did that. As superstars, as MVP players, you both decided to join forces with each other. So you went to the second best team in the league because they lost to the Cavs that year. That's the best team. So you went to the second best team, but the second best team went and asked the second best player, or arguably the first best player, to come and join them while having the MVP on their roster.
But it's because they stopped LeBron from winning 2-3 titles in a row.
That's
why everybody was so angry. It wasn't that he went to a super team. LeBron did it multiple times, right? Who cares? No big deal. But it was because
likable, though.
Why
is he?
LeBron is not likable.
With the media, he is likable. With the media, he's not likable.
He's tolerated. He got them in the headlock.
The media, you got to think about the Outkicks, the Fox 5.
Every time we hear somebody talk about LeBron James in the media, outside of Mad Dog, he's probably the only realistic guy, although he's crazy as heck and he's loud as heck, and I love him. LeBron's number one, or LeBron's number two. That's where they
about, but I don't feel beloved, because you have to think he owns ESPN, but that's it. The other outlets don't really like LeBron that much.
I listen to everything. They love LeBron James and how great he is.
That's not what I hear on Fox or all the other, different complexion.
Hey, when you like somebody, you ain't got to get paid to say what you say about them. These people talk like somebody behind the camera got a gun pointing at them, or something like that, man. That's how these people be talking, man. All right, super chat. Hey guys from Australia, who is LeBron going to blame now if they don't win a ring? Does that affect his legacy? For me, it's the 2011 meltdown he had. Well, he go blame the roster. He go say they top heavy like he did when he was in Miami or in Cleveland. We're top heavy with Kyrie and myself.
Well, and to the press conference, though, as well, they're not saying that they're looking to win. LeBron is not saying they don't think that they're going to win a title this year or next year. Rob Pelinka has stated that.
Which is, man, that pisses me off so bad. Why you couldn't say that for Durant last year? It's so crazy, man. Now there's no expectations on JJ Redick, man. That pisses me off.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Jay, your thoughts, man. Your thoughts on the whole thing. Kevin Durant turning down the Warriors. Why you think he turned them down?
Man, listen, because he should have.
Facts.
You didn't appreciate him. Number one. Number two, this time right now, if he would have went to them, he'd have went to a worse team that was there when he first went, and a worse team that was there when he left. So, hell nah. I done did the heavy lifting for y'all. Nope. Why would you listen? Phoenix ain't a damn good team, but they better than Golden State.
Hey, what did say about Steph begging KD a second time, man? Come save me, KD, please. Help.
I told you, man, Steph Curry is the NBA Drake.
Who's Kendrick?
Chris, what's good, man? What's your thoughts, man?
You said who, Kendrick?
Who's Kendrick?
Luka.
Man, we not finna. Don't start with this Luka shit, man.
Oh, you don't like Luka now?
Adam Silver did that bullshit.
Adam Silver
There's
did what?
No way you're an owner and you're that stupid to trade a generational talent and you get no equal value in return.
They got this they got this chubby ass up out of there.
Nah, I have a theory why it happened though, for real.
It was Adam Silver because the ratings were shit.
It was a
and they
get back.
knew
It was a get
putting
back.
Luka on the Lakers would boost the ratings. Come on, man. They didn't get no value for Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is worth damn near 20 draft picks. Rudy Gobert got fucking 10 draft picks. Come on, man. Luka Doncic is a million times better than him. Luka Doncic is worth your whole fucking treasure chest.
Well,
don't go there, man.
according to Dallas, he's not, man. I'm not paying no fat dude $345 million. And I won't even all the help you claim you need. I won't be able to afford to pay them after I give you $345.
Man, the NBA
Adam
did
Silver
this.
did that deal to help LeBron to try and get him a last ring or a playoff push.
How does
I'm not
how does Luka help him get a ring this year?
do with helping LeBron.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with
It's
no
not
ring.
gonna be this year. It's not gonna be this year. They're not. The roster is not constructed for them to win,
bro.
But they have money freeing up for next season, and mostly everybody on the team.
No
is
one
free
wants to
agents.
go play with a 41-year-old virgin and chunky butt. No one's coming. The help is not coming.
Adam Silver gonna make
Who?
your ass go.
Name the player.
It don't matter what you want to do.
Name the player.
If Adam Silver say jump, nigga, you gonna go.
Name the
That's
player.
his league.
Name the player.
I think the Lakers' next first round draft pick is in 2059.
Whoever Adam Silver picked.
Who?
They don't got no draft capital.
Is Steph coming out there?
Anybody go?
Steph is not leaving Golden State.
Okay, so who's gonna come help Chunky Butt in the 41-year-old version?
All they need is more defenders and shooters.
No, it ain't. He not the 41-year-old virgin. You got the 41-year-old and the virgin. The virgin
No,
number 9.
not virgin like Virgin Mary. The 41-year-old version of LeBron.
Oh, and there's a virgin there too.
Oh, Brian.
Look, man. Whoever Adam Silver sends down there, that's who they gonna send. Just like
yeah, but give me a name. Just give me a name. Give me a name.
Just like De'Aaron Fox
CP3.
saying, "Oh, I want to go play. I want to go to San Antonio and play with Wemby." Out of all the teams in the league, you want to go to fucking.
Oh, I like the way they
Come
lined
on,
it.
man.
I saw the
look
chess
good.
Come
moves.
on, man.
They
It's
look
definitely
good.
a chess move, but I'm trying to act. But I'm not saying they're not doing chess moves from the top. What I'm saying
All
is
right.
they can't do enough chess moves to help the Lakers win a championship in the next two or 3 years. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Here's the problem
It
with the
is
LeBron
getting-
and Luka. Oh, well, I'll wait till we get there.
No, go. This your show. Go ahead.
The problem is there's no defense on this team, so they're gonna have to outscore everybody. And I don't know if you know this, but newsflash, Luka fat, so they're not gonna outrun anybody. So
Outrun the dog.
yeah. So it's gonna be tough to win. It's gonna be tough to win meaningful basketball games without a little whistle help.
Hey, get your last point out, man. I'm gonna take the next call, man. What else on your mind?
We done with the Doncic shit, man. Let's go back on this Kevin Durant shit, man.
Okay.
Because I keep telling you, he is one of these. He is, to me, the softest superstar to ever exist in the game.
That ain't an insult.
Nobody respects.
That's not
Kevin
an
Durant.
that's not an
That's the
insult.
problem.
Yeah, but
That's the problem.
that ain't an insult. There's a lot of people that
Nobody
respect
respects
Kevin Durant though, but I don't think that's an insult.
Nobody respects the dude.
What's your evidence to back up that he's soft?
Steph and them respect.
The Draymond Green situation. Nigga, you a bitch. Nigga, we done this shit without you. Nigga, fuck you.
And
He
then
ain't do shit.
and then he left.
He left the team.
And what did
He
Steph
ain't do
do?
shit.
And what did Steph do?
DeMarcus Cousins.
Hold on. What did Steph
Headbutt
do?
his ass.
Wait. What did Steph do?
Let's go to the back.
What did
Kevin
Steph
Durant
do?
ain't do nothing.
What did Steph do?
Nothing.
So why is he not one of the softest superstars?
Draymond didn't
hold on,
say
so
that.
you see what I'm saying? Where the
Draymond
excuse?
didn't
Hold
say
on.
that
You
to
see
Steph.
where the excuses come in for everything for Steph Curry? Y'all criticize who y'all like. For some reason, y'all like light skinned green eyes, but I got news for y'all. That is a man. That's a man, Damon. You can't look at him with light skin and green eyes and have some type of affection for him. He's a ball player. He's a man. This
But
here's
Draymond didn't
a
say that
man,
to
Deuce. This here's a
He
man.
didn't say
Leave
it.
that man alone. He just want to hoop. He don't want.
said it to
Listen,
Kevin
That's a
Durant.
man, Buddha.
stop calling him cat eyes. Stop looking in his eyes. He's not Prince. Stop doing it. He's a ball player. Criticize him just like everybody else. If Kevin Durant is soft, then Steph Curry is softer than soft because he let Draymond Green run all his talent out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Bob Myers, the GM, Jordan Poole ran everyone out of there, and he ain't said nothing. The softest people in the league is Steve Kerr, Joe Lacob, and Steph Curry. And Draymond Green knows that. That's why he keep getting money, huge contract after huge contract after huge contract. And that's why he gets to be the last man standing with Steph because Steph can't check him. Thank you, sir.
Look, man.
What?
Look. Listen.
Tell me something.
Draymond didn't say that to Steph, though.
What do you?
He said it to Kevin Durant.
He ain't gotta say it to him. He ain't gotta say it to him. He knows Steph ain't gonna do nothing.
Turn around.
He knows Steph ain't go. He knows Steph ain't gonna do nothing. He ran all his, the reason why Steph is playing unwinnable or non-contending basketball right now is because the talent that he should be playing with right now is all gone. And I ain't even name all of them. I ain't even name the young guys. Kuminga can't get playing time. Wiseman is out of there. Moody can't get playing time. Like, come on, man. This dude can't check this dude. He can't check Shrek. He just can't check him. That's soft to me. If I'm Steph, I would have left. I would have went to the daggone office and said it's either me or Draymond. Even Kobe Bryant said it's either me or Shaq because we can't keep playing like this. At some point, I got to show y'all what I can do by myself. But we get to walk this dude straight to the Hall of Fame, straight to the top 75 player, straight to the greatest shooter that we ever seen, straight to a top 10 player of all time. And we also said that he's not a leader, that Draymond is his leader, and he can't win without Draymond. But we go say that man is the top 10 that needs Draymond. Kobe didn't even need Shaq. So why don't y'all tell Steph Curry to win without Draymond and Clay? No, tell all the things that y'all tell Kevin Durant. Tell Draymond to win without tell Steph to win without Draymond and Clay before we can decide if he's top 10 or not. Just like you told Kevin Durant he needs to win without Steph Curry.
Scottie Pippen.
Of course, everybody needs a Scottie Pippen. All Scottie Pippen is a co-star. Everyone needs a certified co-star to help them win. Mike is saying is I need a co-star. I need a Scottie Pippen, not the Scottie Pippen. So who's Steph Curry's Scottie Pippen? He had two of them, Steph and Clay, or Dre and Clay. That's his Scottie Pippen. LeBron has had several Scottie Pippens. Anthony Davis, D Wade, Kyrie Irving. Now he got Luka. He's always had a Scottie Pippen. Every superstar needs a Scottie Pippen. You're not saying that with that.
Players. It's only one Scottie Pippen. It's only one Steph Curry. It's only one Jordan. It's only one LeBron. And that's why I don't like the GOAT debates, because we're always comparing. It's just like, why can't they be their own player? We'll never
if you don't get that macaroni and cheese out the oven, it's gonna burn.
We look at them as their own player.
Chris, Chris, I gotta let you go because I got another caller coming in. But look, this is the deal. What you just said just kind of contradicts what you said about Kevin Durant. Now you want to take the gloves off with Steph, but you just wanted to call Kevin Durant the softest superstar that we've ever seen.
He is.
But then, but then when we start talking about all the ways that Steph Curry is showing us how soft he is, you want to take the glove off and say, "Oh man, no, baby, I think we should just call." There's only one Scotty. There's only one. Nah, we can't do that, bro. We can't do all that. You just called that man the softest superstar in the world. Hey man, call a spade, man. Just because he got cat eyes don't mean you gotta take it easy on him. But Chris, thanks for the call. Thanks for the call, bro.
Of course, run away.
Thank you. Next caller, man. Next caller. What y'all? Am I wrong? Am I tripping?
No, I always thought Steph was soft.
Boy,
I guess you seen Dre. He probably seen it before they showed it on the video. Knocked that heck out of Jordan Poole and said, "I don't want to mess with that one." I don't know if that was it or not, but I always thought Steph was soft.
The fact that Steph has been letting Draymond Green just like bully everybody in the franchise, and he has not gone to the ownership and said, hey, like, we need to do something about this is just crazy to me. The fact that, like, he needs him to, like, you want that kind of leadership, somebody who's scoring 0 points, somebody who's really just ineffective on the court. Like, that's the example that you want for everybody on the team. That's crazy to me.
Look, Dominique, if Draymond played hockey, he's the equivalent to a player that don't even have a stick on the ice. He's just out there skating and just hitting people.
Right. I've never seen anything like this.
I like it. I like it though.
Steph Curry is codependent.
You see the Broad Street Bullies from back in the day. Like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna contribute to no points or nothing. I'm just out here getting triple singles and hitting people.
Right. Talk about the definition of like throwing the rock and hiding your hand. That's Steph Curry.
That's exactly what it is. Caller from Arkansas.
What's going on, y'all?
What's poppin'?
It's you. I think that people take it easy on Curry for a couple of reasons. Number one.
Wait. I'm
sorry.
Hold on. Take it easy on Kevin Durant.
I'm sorry. I meant Curry.
Take it easy on Curry. So but that's the whole thing we're talking about. Why do you have to take it easy on Curry, but every other superstar can get the smoke?
I agree with you. They shouldn't, but I'm gonna tell you why I think that is.
Okay.
I think that is because number one, you kind of alluded to it. He got the green grass eyes, the light skin complexion, so he's likable. He's got the family. You know, he's doing a press conference after the game with his daughter in his arms. He's got the beautiful wife. He's just likable. But from a basketball perspective, I think he needs to be held accountable. I don't think it's cool that he gets a pass for being on super teams, but LeBron and KD they get criticized for it.
Facts.
The fact that he does not take over his team and say, "Look, Draymond, you out of here, buddy. You get together, you get out." You think Draymond gonna hit Steph? He might want to hit Steph, but he know if he hits Steph, that's the golden goose. That he gonna be packing his bags the next day. If anybody had cachet to check Draymond, it would have been Steph. Not from a tough guy perspective, but from a cachet perspective. But he's too weak to even wield his own cachet.
Facts. And the only reason why people excuse it is because they won 4 championships and they saying, well, it's working. But them championship number 2, 3, and 4 wouldn't have got there if Kevin Durant never joined them. Yeah, I know Kevin Durant wasn't there for the 4th one, but the fact that he came there, got 2 with them, got them to a 3rd, kept that team together and got them boys paid. They would have broke that team up really quick, just like they broke up Brooklyn. Just like they're trying to break up Phoenix right now. Like, if we put a team together like this and we don't win, the owner is going to be looking to dump some players and dump some salaries, right? So that Kevin Durant saved that legacy over there.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
All right, man. Thanks. Go ahead.
One other thing I want to say real quick was converse to that. You was talking earlier why people are so hard on Durant. I think, first of all, I think he's unfairly criticized. He's overly criticized. But I think the reason that happens is for 2 reasons. Number one is LeBron. People like LeBron. They don't want nobody to challenge LeBron's supremacy. And KD, by all rights, is a better basketball player than LeBron. He just doesn't have the career accolades.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, when he was with OKC, and people felt like he needed to check Westbrook. Like they felt like, why is Westbrook taking all the shots? Instead of having 2 Batmen, he needs to make Westbrook defer to being Robin. That's just not his personality. That's just not KD's personality to come out and be that alpha, to be that dog and be assertive. Now, he can let his game do the talking, but he still ain't going to just, when push come to shove and he's challenged like that by his own teammates, he ain't going to step up and say, look, this is my team, fall in line. He ain't going to pull rank like that. And I think people see that. They started in Oklahoma. And then when you do the burner account thing and you calling people out, and then you got Stephen A. Smith calling you sensitive and saying, why are you talking to me? I mean, that's all of that kind of snowballs, and that's why people overly criticize KD. I think he deserves some criticism, as everybody does, but I don't think he deserves as much heat as he gets.
Yeah, but I think criticizing him for having a burner account is one thing. Like, if I have a burner account, then criticize me for having a burner account. Don't say that I'm criticizing what you do on a basketball team because you have a burner account. That makes sense. You can't tell me, hey, the reason why I'm criticizing you about having a super team is because you had a burner account. Like, you know, I don't like that.
It definitely does. Now, you and I can agree on that. But see, the people at large don't think like that, because what do people always say when they want to criticize LeBron James' game? They bring on off-court stuff. Every time I watch ESPN, LeBron James is a great family man, great father, great businessman. They say all of that just to say he had 5 turnovers or to say he didn't have a good game. You see what I'm saying? They want to conflate the two, and that's the problem.
Yeah. So basically what it is I think Dominque alluded to it, and she said it right. And I don't think, Dominque, when you said this, you were saying that that's how you think, but you was trying to explain to me this is how other people think. The fact that Kevin Durant did those things made him unlikable, which makes it easier for them to criticize him on certain things. And the fact that Steph and, like he just mentioned, LeBron James, great family man, and all this other stuff that they can bring off the court, they're more likable. So now, since I like you, I'm not going to criticize you. That's what you was getting to?
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's all PR. It's all PR. Who's likable, who's not.
Okay. I understand now, Dominque. At first, I thought you were saying that that's how you think. You were just.
No, that's how the masses think, unfortunately, because people are ignorant.
All right. Thanks for the call, Arkansas.
All right, bro.
All right. I think I had one. We're going to take one more call. I think I seen Siobhan call from Mississippi. You can call right back. Dom, you got your mic on?
Yeah.
So did I get that right? Is that what you was trying to explain?
Yeah, I was. I anybody can get it from me, Mel, especially Steph Curry. I still hold a grudge against him from 2016. I don't care about the fact that he went out there and got Kevin Durant. I care about the fact that did you see how he played in 2016 in the fourth quarters? Did you see how he shot? I still don't believe in him in the fourth quarter. All because of that series.
I'm gonna take one more call. Hey, turn YouTube off in the background. I was trying to get Siobhan back in here. She was trying to call, but caller from North Carolina, what's up?
What's up, Mel?
What's poppin'?
How y'all doing today on the panel? One thing I wanted to weigh in on this on the deal with Steph Curry and Draymond. To me, I always thought that Draymond was the person who got the least credit for how valuable he was to Golden State. And the reason why was because of his personality. He's a bully. And especially in a league where they don't play defense and stuff, his bullying was effective, very effective, until they kind of toned his bullying down. The first time I seen evidence of that is when they was up 3-1 against Cleveland, and then Draymond gets suspended. But even when he came back, of course, they got a watchful eye on him. He can't be that same bully, that same dog that they needed. See, because everybody in a Golden State uniform, they were Christian-hearted guys under their first coach. I think that their personalities, they would have been too much of a nice guys to not striking fear in opponents. That he was their defensive anchor, not necessarily about blocking shots, but antagonizing people, getting people off their game, getting in people's head. That type of player, Dennis Rodman type player who can get in your head. You know, some people don't understand the significance of that. That's all I wanted to say about that situation. But there was something that you mentioned earlier. And you was talking about when you were coaching in Guam, and you made a comment about you playing that 1-3-1 zone, and when they figured that out, you didn't have a plan B. To me, that's the beauty of basketball, is that no matter what you put out there, it doesn't work sometimes. And this is why I try to tell people the significance of having Kobe and Jordan, because when all else fails, you have the luxury of giving the ball to these two guys, no matter what else is going on. I mean, you could be doing bad all 3 quarters. You're down 15 in the fourth. You have the luxury to give the ball to these guys, and they will their team to win. This is why they're 2 of the greatest players that I've seen bounce of basketball, for that reason that you explained alone. Because people don't understand, your plans don't always work. People figure you out. Sometimes you go to plan B, or you have a plan C contingency plan, but that doesn't work. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But these guys refuse to lose. You had the luxury of giving them the ball, and they can put you in position to win any game. Whether they hit the last shot or not, they keep you competitive because they are that much competitive. They're the two greatest players of all time. And I just wanted to come on air and say that to you guys and say that I love watching you. I love everybody on the panel. And y'all keep up the good work. And thank you for allowing me to express myself.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
Respect.
Any response to that?
Big up these. So pretty much what he said was Draymond's talent was being a mean guy. You better go join MMA. Shit. That's not the sport. That's not what that sport called for. I mean, it's cool to have when it's affecting winning. But when that right there starts affecting winning, when y'all can't win because he's giving how many games had they lost by 1 or 2 points and he's giving technical foul shots. You know what I'm saying?
Why they not winning right now? Why y'all think? Because they started out really hot and good.
Because they trash.
Because they sorry.
Why they start out so hot though?
Hey,
I gotta hear from the ladies tonight. I don't know why Dom is. I'm gonna get you, Dom. Speak up. Why they not winning?
The Warriors? Why the Warriors are not winning?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, did you see they look like a fucking G League team? I didn't even recognize anybody on the floor yesterday. I'm like, who the hell is that? Podziemski, what the hell? Did you see the they were shooting every shot? I mean, this guy, Podziemski, whatever the hell his name is, this other guy, literally were shooting threes that were nowhere near the rim. They were literally off, like away from the basket, air balls away from the back. I've never seen anything like this. Steph Curry is playing with no support. So that's another reason why he's getting all these excuses, because the Warriors are really wasting the last bit of whatever his prime is. You know, the last bit of whatever has left in the tank. When people were saying that about LeBron, when you took a look at last night's game, and they still almost beat the Lakers last night. They cut the lead, almost a 30-point lead to 5 with that rec league team. They literally look like a G League squad. You had Buddy Hield shooting brick after brick. Literally, the game plan is to get the ball to Steph. What they do is they take him out of the game early so that he can rest and I guess come back to unleash in the third quarter. They're a third quarter team, Mel. That's the second problem. Okay, so their whole game plan is to get the ball to Steph Curry in the third quarter where they're going to make some miraculous comeback. Okay, maybe they do it, maybe they don't. Their second game plan is to have Buddy Hield shoot all the shots. How many shots did he take last night? 30?
I don't know, but I mean, he had a decent game. It wasn't up to snuff though. But this is what Golden State wanted. Like when they looked at when they reached that fork in the road about what we're going to do. Are we going to break up this big three and move forward with the young regime, or we go double down on the big three? They decided that they go double down on the big three. So when you make that decision and you pay Draymond and you pay Steph, I don't want to hear that he need help at the All-Star break and we need to make a splash at the trade deadline. No, that's not what you told me. If I'm the owner, you told me to sign this check for Draymond and it will still be a championship team, and it's not working. Now you asking me to no. I would have fired.
They are a championship team.
But 2 seasons ago, Draymond was averaging like 2 points. When are we going to stop this? He has no production.
Yeah, it's a daggone shame. We got
y'all trying to act like they're not a championship team when they are.
They're not.
The thing that they didn't tell y'all is the championships already happened. The championships already happened.
No, we're talking about the team that they have right now, Jay. So the team they have right now, they're not a contender for sure. And when you think about, like, everybody's like, oh, they should have kept Clay. They couldn't keep him. He was a cancer in the locker room. He was pouting. Steph Curry basically threw him under the bus this season, and we never really see Steph do that. He was just
he wanted his money, and Draymond, and they decided to play Draymond instead, Dominique. But we got to call Siobhan from Alabama.
Should have been the wrong person.
Siobhan, can you hear me? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Good, good. I want to go back to the topic at hand earlier, which was Jimmy Butler being traded to Golden State.
Okay.
As a forever Chicago Bulls fan, when they talk about the money what he is demanding that he wants in terms of his contract, I never felt that he was deserving of it. And this goes back to him in Chicago when he won Most Improved Player. Not saying that the contract that he got at that time wasn't fair, but it was more than what I would think that somebody who won Most Improved Player at the time would get. So I still like Jimmy Butler. He's always going to be a Bull for me, but he's past his prime. He doesn't have much left in the tank. Not saying that I don't know if he can move the needle for Golden State right now. Don't really care. But how do I put this in the nicest way about Jimmy? Because I'd be conflicted with him.
Let him use you.
Jimmy is a hard worker. We all know that. He works hard. He is one of those players that came into the league late in the first round, what they used to call a 3-and-D guy. He's a workhorse. He's not the most talented player, but his work ethic has always been very strong. So that is like undeniable when it comes to Jimmy Butler as a player, because he has worked every year on his game. But I don't know if it's just his attitude. I don't know what it is about Jimmy that kind of irks me at times, because I'm like, you are good enough to win a championship in my eyes, but it's something about him that just always holds him back. I know they got to the NBA Finals twice, but it still wasn't enough for him to overcome in order to win the championship. So in regards to him, I don't think whatever he's trying to get in terms of his contract, the money or whatever, I don't think he's deserving of it. That's just me personally. In terms of of Steph Curry, what did y'all call him? He's the most excused superstar. Is that what Rob Parker
the
said?
most excused superstar
The
that
most
I've ever
excused?
seen in any sport, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't know about that. I still think LeBron gets a lot of excuses, but that's just me personally.
But there's a lot of people that don't let LeBron get them excuses. Like come on, man. We hold LeBron feet to the fire.
Right, like I would too. But I do agree with you all when you talk about him in terms of him as he's not a leader, in my opinion. And I think that's where
I think he is. He's just not a good enough leader to. He can lead people that's all going to act right, but the best leaders can lead the people that don't act right and the people who go off on the path. And he can't reel Draymond in. He can't handle him at all. He has no skill to be able to deal with Draymond.
He tries to avoid conflict instead of resolve it.
Correct.
That's what I was going to. He's what they call a conflict. Conflict averse? I think that's what it is. So he definitely. Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, do you think that Steph Curry's not going to get the same criticism because he's just simply not in the GOAT discussion?
I think that plays a part because he, unlike some other player. I think him not coming out there and just saying he thinks he's the greatest of all time, that does help his case in terms of him not getting blamed so much. But I also think that he's just one of those, he's just one of those players, in my opinion, since Michael Jordan, that is just really likable. Like, even to the kids. Like I haven't liked a player since Michael Jordan the way that I do like Steph. But I do hold Steph accountable because to me, he's never been the official leader of the team the way that his stardom commands or demands of him. Like if I look at Steph, I'm like, yo, he's the franchise player. He is a 2-time league MVP, unanimous in one of them. He's got championships, but he doesn't carry the same weight the way that a Michael Jordan does, as being, holding players accountable as well as himself. Now, he doesn't point fingers. At least I don't think, I haven't seen him do that. But it's like, he's not the leader of that team. To me, it's always been Draymond. And
that's supposed to get criticized in itself, though.
Yeah, but hold on, Mel. There was a dude, one of your callers earlier, and he made a perfect comparison. He said the way that Steph and Draymond are is similar to what KD and Russell Westbrook was in OKC. To me, KD was all, he's a trend, what they call it, player, generational talent. But he was never the vocal leader of that team. That was always Westbrook. And he never had the reins on Westbrook like that. That's how I look at Steph and Draymond. To me, Draymond is the unofficial leader of that team. That's just my opinion. And it's like I don't know what it is. Like Jay, you just said that he avoids conflict. So I don't excuse Steph because even though I like him, I don't excuse him. And I'm with Dominque on this. When you open your mouth to say that you're the greatest point guard ever, I'm like, hold up, bro. Slow down.
It's 2 or 3 people ahead of you.
You're not really a point guard. Let's get that straight. So, he need to pull back on that. I know you get the championships, you got your finals MVP. You feel good, you smelling yourself.
If he was to come out and say that he was the greatest player that ever played tomorrow, he still wouldn't be in the GOAT conversation because his play don't put him there. Like
exactly.
And he still wouldn't get the criticism that other players get. He's still gonna be getting excused for all his missteps and all his shortcomings and all his hangups and all that stuff, man. And
but I also, before I end the call with y'all, I also think, could it be that another reason he doesn't get the excuses because he is the reason, or a big reason, why the Warriors are a dynasty? Meaning he has never left the team. He stayed on the team he was drafted to. If anything, players had to come to his team in order to win championships.
I mean, maybe, but
so
I mean,
could that be? And then what was it? Just a few years ago, they won again without Kevin Durant. So could that be why he doesn't get? They don't hold his feet to the fire nearly as much.
That could be a reason that they're using as part of the excuse, but I don't think it's legit. Because if Kevin Durant never showed up, he would not have multiple rings. He would have one, and he wouldn't. And him staying in Golden State would mean nothing because Draymond and Clay would have been gone.
Honestly,
right?
his feet don't get held to the fire because everybody's still kind of like. You can look at him and tell he worked hard to be here. You know what I'm saying? So he's not even supposed to, like, with his body frame and all that. He ain't even supposed to be in the league for real.
That boy 6'3". He bigger than Isaiah and AI.
No, but he ain't had a dog that he had. Remember, he didn't get recruited like that. He went to Davidson. He went to Davidson. So again, he did the most with being a late bloomer and all that. He even got his brother to the league. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't talent.
His brother got himself to the league, man. Stop, man. His brother led the nation, and he led the freshmen in scoring in the whole nation his freshman year.
But also, I think that if Steph Curry came out tomorrow and said that he was the greatest of all time, I think we'd talk about it for a week, maybe 2 weeks. But you're right. He wouldn't get the criticism because he still wouldn't be in the actual GOAT debate.
Yeah, his play wouldn't put him there.
It would be trending. So it'd be trending. We'd be talking about it. We talk about why he's not in the GOAT discussion, but he still won't actually be in the discussion. That's why he'll never get the criticism or the level of criticism that I think LeBron gets, or, Michael Jordan would get, because those are the two people that everybody is talking about as far as being in this GOAT discussion. The media has made it a race between LeBron and Michael Jordan.
No, I definitely agree with that, because we all know Steph is talented as he is and as great as he is. He's not on that level of a Michael Jordan, and even partly of a LeBron James. So, of course, he's really not going to get that type of heat. Like, let's be real. He's not going to get that type of heat, because he's not the type of caliber player that those two have shown to be.
I disagree that he's not the caliber player that LeBron is. I think that he is on the level of LeBron. I think that they're, guys that played during this era, to me, are comparable to each other. I just think that, Steph Curry is also not a Nike player. So, the level, I just think that the amount of, shine and spotlight that's on him is just not as much. He's an Under Armour athlete.
All right, I appreciate the call, Siobhan. We're gonna move to the next topic, man. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, yep.
Thanks, Siobhan.
Hey, I just sent y'all something in the group chat. Since y'all was talking about KD Burner's account, I thought this was. I don't know why he just tweeted that, man. It ain't got nothing to do with his burner account, but he just tweeted that, and I don't even know why he tweeted that, man. It's funny to me. He look like Chris too. All right, final thoughts before we move on, Britne.
I guess I'm not in that group chat because I ain't getting nothing.
That's what I just said.
Oh, it just went
through. Don't worry about it.
It just went through.
I was about to say, I feel some type of way now.
The boys group chat.
Right. I thought we was cool. I don't really have any final thoughts. Like, I don't give any player excuses whatsoever. When you need to be criticized, you need to be criticized. But I mean, you guys said it all. He's a likable guy. Family oriented. That's what people like to see. Doesn't do much wrong. And I agree, Mel. I think he is soft. He won't stand up against Draymond, because if he has, I don't think Draymond is there. If he goes to the organization and says, you know what, we need to move on for Draymond, I think Draymond is gone, because he is the franchise guy. But he won't do that. And I already said why I think why. That's it.
I give every superstar an excuse. Any one of them, I tell you why they hadn't reached the heights they should have.
Curry and Kyrie, my favorite. Well, Curry, De'Aaron Fox, SGA, and probably LaMelo. Those are my favorite.
That man named every guard in the league.
Point guards. I named 5 point guards: De'Aaron Fox, SGA, Steph, Kyrie, LaMelo. 5.
That was somebody that you forgot.
Who?
Jalen Brunson.
No.
You forgot about him, though.
And CP3.
I like him. I like him though, but like
you forgot CP3.
Like I really like Steph, Kyrie, and SGA. I really like those 3. Fox and LaMelo, I like them too, a little bit less, but Curry is one of my favorites. He deserves to be scrutinized just like everybody else. I just don't like that he gets a pass. I really don't, man. Like him being an all-star starter over Melo this year, and his team sucks. And he's averaging only 22 points. Melo's averaging 29.
He got to. He got to score 29 for them to lose by 30.
well, maybe Steph need to score 29, but he can't no more. Trae Young can. Steph can't.
Steph can put up 40, man. He had 35 last night.
He can't do it 2 nights in a row no more. He's 35. You're not. That's the problem with a 40-year-old or 35-year-old.
It's not that he can't do it 2 nights in a row. It's not that he can do it 2 nights in a row.
What'd you say, Don?
Isn't Steph turning 37?
Is he? I don't know.
I think so.
See?
Yeah, he's a little older than 35, but the problem with him right now is he's uninspired. Like, dude, he got to wake up every day and look at Draymond, first of all. And then he got to be like, man, I let him ruin the last few years of my prime.
Yeah. Guess who just dropped a 45 ball tonight? Jordan Poole. I wonder how he would be in that offense right now with Steph.
Everybody keeps saying he look like Bryce Young, and what's crazy is he's got to be a foot taller than Bryce Young.
Yeah.
You said Jordan Poole will look like, and what? Steph goes to where he's at. Because Jordan Poole's never going back.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying, if he was still there, you know, that's the score that they're looking for.
He probably would have been if that punch never happened. I'm sorry.
All right. Let's move on, y'all. We on a time crunch. So let's get to the other trade that was kind of big, which was Luka going to the Lakers, and Charles Barkley does not think that was like a super move like everybody think it was. Man, this is him arguing with Shaq about it.
Oh, when is Charles Barkley going to apologize to the Lakers?
Oh, yeah, you saw Matthews, NBA. They really dominating this Golden State Warriors team. That juggernaut they got. Oh, man. Shut up. Watch the game. Shut the hell up.
Said they stink. They're right. Apologize. They in this place. You were winning, right? And that's what you always say.
Yeah. They're not going to go hard in 5. Listen, hey, man, I'm not going to overreact to them beating the Golden State Warriors. Listen, Lakers are not contenders. Y'all can tweet and whatever y'all want to.
You said they stink.
Hey,
they do not stink.
The Lakers are a mediocre team. And just because you beat the Warriors stink.
Even when this team's about to be 11 games over 500,
hey, man, that don't mean they're contenders.
It doesn't make you.
Do not
better
start doing what the other networks do. The Lakers are not contenders.
You're better than mediocre.
I'm just saying they're Detroit, but you won't get the Lakers no problem.
That's better than mediocre, Chuck.
Detroit, they're having a good, solid season. But you asked them, was the Lakers contenders? The Lakers are not
That's
contenders.
Not what it said.
The Lakers are not contenders.
No, you said they were mediocre.
They are mediocre.
Not like the Wizard of Oz. The Lakers are not.
The Lakers are not a contender.
The Lakers are not contenders.
Now, on the other hand, the Warriors.
The Warriors, and on the other hand,
the Warriors don't know Jimmy don't know what he got into, buddy.
They have a shot.
Had to part with Dalton Connect in
I like Mark Williams
the course of that deal.
Did you answer this question, man?
Yeah, I answered the question.
What did you say? You didn't say.
You said they're playing well right now. I'd say what's the ceiling?
Yeah, I said what's the ceiling.
Well, I don't think they're a contender. First of all, the Mavs.
How you not a contender with Luka Doncic and DeMar like on the team?
Because they're not a contender.
Last year, Luka went. Right, gotta let you talk.
Well, I think Shaq does have a point. This is about the Mavs right now. I love Max Christie too. I think people sleeping on the Max Christie part. The Mavs gonna have a chance to win a championship this year. The Lakers don't have a chance to win a championship this year. The Mavs do. OKC is the team to beat. I don't think the Lakers are better than the Mavs. I'm not sure they're better than Memphis. I'm not sure they're better than the Rockets. But this trade, in my opinion, we're all just conjecture.
So even after adding Luka, you don't think they're better than those teams?
I do not.
You still think they're 5 right now? They're gonna stay 5, or they're gonna
stay 5.
All right.
Because number one, they're not gonna be good defensively, and it's gonna be a really hard adjustment for Luka Doncic, in my opinion. You know, because I've said I think they're gonna have a hard time playing together because both of them are really ball dominant. LeBron can kind of get away with that. Luka's never played without the ball. Get away with that. Luka's never played without the ball. He's going to have the ball probably less than he's ever had in his life. Like I say, LeBron is so great. He can make the adjustments. But Luka's going, number one, we've said he's going to learn to play faster because they're not going to play like LeBron, and those guys are not going to do like he did against the Mavs where he gets the ball 100% of the time. You know, he's going to have to learn to play the wing some. But listen, you just can't put great players together and think it's going to work.
I'm gonna let y'all have it, man. I'm gonna let y'all have it, man. Charles is putting emphasis on the wrong word. Yeah, some people talk like that, man. Hey, man, is this thing gonna work, man? How y'all see this working out, man?
Hey, Chuck right. Charles right. They're not necessarily a good team. It can work, but it's gonna be a whole slew of angry Luka fans.
You said it's gonna be.
It's gonna be. Because in order for it to work at all, because adding Mark Williams, y'all don't know who that is. Most people don't. Adding Mark Williams from Charlotte is the piece that'll make that work.
I like him.
But LeBron about to turn that man to a spot up 3 shooter. He about to turn Luka into Kevin Love, yo.
But
he about to turn.
You can't forget that JJ Redick thinks Luka is the best thing since sliced bread. He thinks he's on Jordan's level. He loves Luka, so I don't think he's gonna have Luka. I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Man.
Trust me.
Who do you choose if you JJ Redick? The guy who gave you a job, or the guy you think is the catch me out and your future? Who do you let get the ball?
You got to choose. You got to choose LeBron into the offseason. You got to choose him for the rest of the year, and then you turn the page, like with a whole training camp and all that. So Luka, he may average the same amount of points, but his role will be diminished. He won't average nothing else.
Young Disciple said they both can play playoff ball because they got super high IQs. So did Einstein, when he couldn't play ball on or off it. So
yeah, I don't know if I trust Luka off ball right now. He could probably play. I think it's going to be an attitude adjustment. And they both got big time attitude issues. First of all, this is going to be interesting. If I'm JJ, I got to go with Luka. I got to put the ball in Luka's hands.
That's tough.
It is tough, but how else is he going to play? How else?
Luka is only there. Luka's only there for the, LeBron to teach him how to keep his body in shape.
In the moment, he's not comfortable. Like, you could see it with Luka. Luka cries a little bit. Like, he'll get frustrated with it. So and then defensively, where you put him? Can't guard the 1, the 2, or the 3. They're quick.
Ain't no defense. Ain't no defense.
There's no defense. Like, but what do you right now? And that's why I like the center that they picked up, because he's young. He still got some more things to learn, but he could play some defenses long. He could get up a little bit. He could attack the rim. On the offensive side, he's a lob guy, which is perfect for a guy like Luka. So this is going to be interesting how they figure this out.
Somebody said, forget trusting them off the ball. We don't trust Luka off the premises.
I mean, look, the truth of the matter is that Mark Williams, he's there for Luka. You know, he's not there for LeBron. He doesn't pair very well with LeBron. Mark Williams would have to be setting screens and popping out and being ready and available to shoot. Luka is going to feed the post. LeBron is not really that guy. In order for LeBron and Luka to work, LeBron has to go into AD's old position. That's how he's not, because you have Austin Reeves, and think about the usage. They're all they total about 90 in total usage between LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves. So in order for it to work, LeBron he's going to have to start averaging maybe 10 to 15 points a game. If he's playing off the ball, he's not going to be able to score 30. He's not going to do that. He's not going to be able to.
I think I said it might have been the beginning of this season or the end of last season. I said if LeBron transitions to a Karl Malone type player, he can have 3 or 4 more productive years.
He just won't do that because that's not his game, you know.
But he's well capable of doing it. He just won't.
You know, his size needs to get that big ass in the paint and be that power forward. I believe in that.
If he decided to do that, then it could definitely work. The Lakers could actually. But who thinks he's going to do that though?
Listen, mentally, somebody has to defer mentally, right? I don't know what it looks like on the court, but before whatever we see on the court, somebody mentally has to say, "Okay, I'm number 2." Who's gonna? And that's what happened with Wade and LeBron when they was in Miami. They clashed because they was trying to figure it out the whole first year, and then Wade in the offseason said, "I'm going to defer. I'm going to be the number 2." Somebody had to do it mentally before it starts to look fluent on the court. Who is going to be the person mentally to say, I'm Scottie Pippen, I'm the number 2?
I think
in any sport where you got a 25-year-old and a 40-year-old, it has to be the 40.
It's going to be LeBron, but not for the reasons I think that everybody thinks. I think that people, are of the opinion that LeBron wants to be traded at the end of the season. He's furious about this trade. He might just be, but I also think that he wants to retire a Laker. And I also believe that LeBron doesn't think it looks good for him to go to another team after this. So if you notice in that game where he was playing against the Clippers, he He did something. He drives in the lane and he cuts to Luka, and it's just like, this is what we're going to be doing together. It was almost like he was auditioning for Luka. He knows that Luka Doncic is there to replace him, and it feels like he's trying to show him that they can play together, that they can make this work. I think that LeBron actually wants to stay on the Lakers. He might not, just because it doesn't, the optics could look bad, him having to go to a number 2 option, Luka replacing him, all of that could look bad. So he might wind up leaving. But I think in his heart, he wants to be a Laker and remain there on the team. That's why he had the no trade clause. He wanted to retire a Laker. It doesn't look good for him to leave yet again.
Well, they in LA. So LeBron was
the number 2 for AD though.
Nah, he ain't try to. He ain't try. He said that.
He LeBron tried. He LeBron tried. Yes, he did.
Yeah. He didn't actually do it.
No, he LeBron tried. Y'all don't know what that looks like.
He didn't do in his head mentally what Wade did for him.
He sees the
He
shift
can't do that in his head.
in the organization. There's an instant shift. This is now Luka Doncic's team. They're making moves for Luka, not for LeBron anymore. So LeBron has to decide: do I want to be a part of this program, or do I want to leave?
Hey, he just had a 42-point triple-double last night, though.
He wants to stay. He wants to prove something. He wants to prove that he can play with anybody, alongside anybody, and he also wants to ride this Luka wave potentially, and he wants to retire a Laker. I think the dream, the ideal would be for him to shift into that Kareem role, and Luka becomes the Magic, feeding everybody on the team, but he doesn't have that pace. I get it. He doesn't have the athleticism that Magic Johnson has, or that LeBron has. At 40 years old, LeBron James is still more athletic than Luka Doncic. He can still run the point better and run the team with pace better than Luka can.
I got more athleticism than Luka Doncic.
Right. The way that the Lakers are playing with so much pace and speed, it's going to be, Luka is a ball stopper. He slows everything down. So he's going to get in the game. He's going to stop the ball. And I'm curious to see if they'll even play together.
Luka is built up like a big baby mama driving a box Chevy. That's what his body look like.
Court together, Mel?
Yeah, they will. Yeah, I mean they gonna try to figure something out. It's just like playing the All-Star game. We'll now Luka he didn't make All-Star this year, but
just that Rob Pelinka is saying already, like, oh, we're gonna wait for him to, like it seems like they're trying to figure out when the best time is to put him on the court.
Well, it's supposed to be Monday.
They're looking at Monday now.
Yeah, and they also looking at Nico having protective custody too. Corey, you from Dallas, man. You got to have something to say on this.
I just been waiting my turn patiently.
Hey, don't wait. Jump in, baby. It's like the pool. The water's fine.
Well,
You're not Britne.
I got a lot to say about the whole thing, so I'll wait my turn. But it's my turn. So
go ahead.
First of all, LeBron is not finna play second fiddle to Luka. Luka's not gonna let him do it because Luka right now is mentally torn. He is broken right now. And he's not ready to go out there and lead the basketball team. He's just not. They said the dude cried when he got traded. His feelings are hurt. He just bought a house here. I want to be a Maverick for the rest of my life. And he's not going to do that. Not anymore. But he bought that upon himself. You cannot show up consistently fat all the time. I mean, I called it at the beginning of the season. He's going to play 10 games, get hurt, and that's what he does because he always comes in out of shape. If you think he's magically going to appear in shape in LA and just be ready to run that team, he's not going to do it. He's not. You have to at least wait until the offseason. Maybe next year he'll be the number one. Maybe. But this year, no, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's just not. They may feed him the ball when they play Dallas in a few weeks. They might do that. But as far as him taking control of this team and him being the number one this season, no, not going to happen. He's not ready for it. And what you said about Nico, yeah, he better not show up to no games. If they don't win a championship here, I told you, Mel, when we did it right after he got traded. Chill. These people were going to wake up. And it's a certain demographic of people that's going to wake up. And when they wake up, they're going to be mad as hell. And I'm talking about put caskets outside the stadium. like 700,000 people unfollowed the Mavericks after they did. Like, it's been crazy around here, man. Like, they don't talk about nothing but Luka. Luka, they interviewing restaurants that he like to go eat at, talking about how the owners of the restaurants are gonna miss him and shit. Like, crazy around here, man. I'm not joking. It is wild. Wow.
Zo, what's good, man?
What's up, Zo?
Twin, where have you been? Can't hear you, Twin.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you. You muted. You muted.
That boy done got a haircut and everything.
He got a haircut. He got a Darvin Ham knot on his forehead.
What is it?
Darvin. Darvin's a little more center. Mine in the front right now.
What's good, Zo?
What's happening, man? Y'all had me cracking up backstage, boy.
Well, how long was you back there?
Since you got on the Luka Doncic talk.
Oh, sure. I didn't even see it, man. I seen you text in the.
I was laughing.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, man. It's funny. It's this dog and pony show continues, man. I'm telling you, WWE and NWA. I mean, well, them too, but WWE and the NBA. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, bro. Like it's sports entertainment. That's all it is. And so, as far as the basketball goes, though, when it comes to LeBron and Luka, I know y'all drove this one home. Yeah, LeBron should be the second fiddle. Me and him the same age. So, I mean, he should be. Like, nigga, I'm getting out there. I ain't being second, third, or fourth fiddle. So you should definitely. I mean, he's still athletic. Yeah, man. I think Corey did have a point to say that Luka's confidence is shattered. He thought he was going to be the franchise player for that team for the rest of his career, eventually lead them to some titles. And they sent Big Boy to LA after he bought a $15 million house. I'm throwing hands. That's what I'm doing.
That's your house. Is what they said to him.
I'm throwing hands.
He ain't got to sell it. He can keep that house. He ain't got to sell it.
But I know he probably bought that with the intentions of being there, of living there. I mean,
imagine you having a $15 million house in North Carolina, living in California.
Texas.
They do it all the time.
And look, imagine you buying a house without knowing if you got the job or not. That's your fault.
I do that all the time.
He thought he had it. He thought he had it. He aced the interview. He thought he did.
How he thought he had it when he ain't doing what they asked him to do? He's still showing up thick. I mean, come on, Thickums. You want $350 million?
Honestly, though, if this doesn't send a message across the whole league, what does? You know what I mean? That you cannot just do whatever you want. You might not be granted this amazing contract that, it's based on, how much you're going to work and what you're going to deliver on.
And Dominque, your favorite player is about to get bought out, and I don't think no other team go sign him.
Who was that?
They done bench Ben Simmons. Now they're about to buy him out. And I think the message
That's
around
your
the league.
favorite player?
No, I'm being facetious. She hates me.
Yeah, that is her favorite player.
So she's gonna be very happy to know that he's getting bought out and he would not get another contract. Yes. Maybe if he go for the minimum, he can get something. But he's gonna be the next Dwight Howard and Boogie Cousins.
I think how could you say that, Mel? How could you say he's going to be the next Dwight Howard and Boogie Cousins?
Because those are guys that can't get signed.
Yes, but at least they had fire. Ben Simmons never got off the ground. He never did anything.
Oh, I agree with that. I'm just saying that
those guys, at least they accomplished something. You know
right, but the reason why they can't get signed is because the league and the owners have sent that message that we're not signing them. Right, and that's what's going to happen to Ben Simmons for different reasons. But I don't think he gets signed nowhere else.
I think he is
taking up a spot. He doesn't deserve to be somewhere. Pull somebody up from the G League. Shit.
Nah, he's gonna go and post his off-season workout highlights, and everybody gonna be fooled thinking he got a jump shot, and somebody gonna put pen to paper, and he gonna be on a contender probably. Watch.
I just seen some Rico Hines highlights of Blake Griffin, and he jumping out the gym again.
What?
Yes.
They said Ben Simmons had conversations with Cavs and Clippers, so it might be one of them.
Cavs, Clippers, contenders. He go to the Cavs. He's just man about the coast.
If you go to the Cavs, the Cavs know how to use them. Hey, they'll use them right.
His jersey gonna be warm-up shirt.
Seeing him on the bench is like a deflator. Honestly, if I even have to look at Ben Simmons, I don't want to play.
What if he returned to form?
So that's spread.
Dominique, what if he returned to form?
Return to form.
What's his form?
What he wasn't Philly? Y'all so stupid.
Said they were
When he
tired.
wasn't Philly, he stopped getting hurt. He's able to play 70 to 82 games again a season. He stopped getting hurt. His back is no issue no more, like Michael Porter Jr. He plays decent.
If we're a fifth.
Toe down in here, huh? We be all toe down.
But y'all hard, tough crowd, boy.
You're doing hypotheticals tonight. Somebody in the audience called you out for this, Mel, and I'm feeling it right in this moment because Ben Simmons is like,
I'm just asking a question, though. I'm just asking a question.
Mel,
I think somebody should sign
if
him.
Ben Simmons is going to return to form, then my name is Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy.
I thought you was about to say Teddy Pendergrass.
I thought she was about to say Teddy
Hey,
Riley.
hey. We're not bringing Teddy P in this conversation.
Close the door.
Let's
Teddy
leave
P.
out.
Teddy P, man. Teddy P. Thanks for the cash app. I did get some cash apps earlier, man. Nobody left no message with it. Doe White Snyder, $10 cash app. Appreciate you, brother. He didn't leave no comment though. Did he say sports tea? Oh no, he didn't say that. That's not your cash app, Dominique.
You can feel free to give it to me though.
Okay.
If you're shouting out, you know.
I give you all the cash outs and then give Britne all the super chats tonight.
I'll take whatever, you know.
We should do that. We should pick a person to get the super chats every show. Should we do that?
I like that. I like that.
Why not? Why not?
It's cool.
All right, who get it tonight?
Let's never pick Chris though.
Dom get it tonight. She about to give $500. Watch these fools start paying.
we start next show.
It's a cap. Yeah, it's I'm about to say I'm about to start putting in a CVA for this. It's we're gonna have a collective
revenue sharing.
Yeah. Revenue sharing. Yeah, we'll spread the love, man. Starting next show.
Hey, look, somebody. Hey, Zoe.
What up?
So, Posh King lost a bet to me and cashed out Mel. Mel ain't sent it yet.
And he about to bet you on the dominoes, and he bet you with your money.
Find out,
Man,
Mel.
he don't even play me in dominoes no more. He got tired of
Look,
losing.
Rubber hat on and everything to boot, Mel.
Listen,
That's crazy.
hey, that money going towards your belt, Jay. See, I got it under control, Jay. It's all accounted for. Baby. It's all accounted for, baby.
So you
All
weren't
right, man. We done with this Luka thing, y'all.
for being
What'd
at
you say,
the bottom.
Don? What'd you say, Don?
You weren't here last week when we were trolling Mel for being at the bottom.
They said TD Jakes was at the bottom.
And
but
that's,
that was
that's different from trolling Mel from being about.
I ain't never been on. I ain't never been.
Oh my
God. Hey, Carlo, what's your thoughts, man, on this Luka thing, man?
Hey, what's going on, panel? How's everybody?
What's going on, man?
I was listening to y'all talking about the Luka and LeBron. First of all, I don't think even if LeBron wanted to that he could be Karl Malone. Karl Malone had a real good mid-range jumper, and a lot of them pick and rolls he did with John Stockton was pick and pops, not just rolling to the basket. Karl Malone had a solid 15-foot jumper. LeBron still don't. Also, I like him playing off of the ball 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago last year when Darvin Ham said they were going to take him off the ball. LeBron agreed that he was going to play off the ball. And then 2 games into the season, you can hear him in the huddle telling Darvin Ham, I can play point guard too. He don't want to get off the ball. You talk about him moving out of the way to Anthony Davis. He never made earlier this year, Anthony Davis was playing like an MVP. And LeBron was scoring 17, 18, maybe 20 points a game. That's not good enough for LeBron. Also, into that, I don't think LeBron would ever, I can't say ever, but if him and Luka were like in the finals, LeBron's going to fight to win that MVP award.
Ooh.
Just like he used to do with Anthony Davis, just like he did in the Olympics
this year. I think Kerr helped him a lot with that, putting the ball in his hand. But I mean, can you really in this world see LeBron James allowing somebody to outplay him in the finals if they're getting ready to win? Even when I hear the conspiracy theories about 2011 that because Wade was going to be the MVP that he threw it.
No, I don't think he. I don't believe that.
I don't think he threw it either. I think he choked it up, just like it looked like he choked it up. But I don't think it's out of the question. And the last thing, if because Dom said this will send shockwaves through the league, and I would believe that, except for one thing, except that LeBron is involved. We don't know what kind of underhanded stuff goes on in the NBA whenever LeBron is involved. So, and for Shams Charania to say that he's absolutely sure that LeBron James didn't know anything about that, how could he be sure? Because LeBron was at dinner? When I first heard it come out, and maybe LeBron didn't know anything about it. But for him to come right on TV immediately to say that LeBron didn't know anything about it, he's absolutely sure of it.
Well, I think, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think it's telling, right? Because LeBron James has been the GM. He's made all these decisions so much so in the past that everybody's blaming him for it. It's kind of like the kid that cried wolf, right? So he's saying he didn't know anything about it now, but nobody believes him. The reason why I think us on the panel can probably assert that he didn't know is because this trade doesn't benefit him. The center that they're getting, Mark Williams, doesn't benefit him. LeBron needs shooters and spot-up shooters around him. Bringing in Luka Doncic to take over the ball handling responsibilities from him, the assist responsibilities, the easy rebounds. You got to understand this is somebody else that also doesn't defend. So how's Luka going to get his triple-double stats if LeBron is clogging up the perimeter and and then defending the worst shooter on the floor? That's Luka's job. He's got to have the worst shooter on the floor to defend long rebounds that are easy. So these things don't benefit LeBron. Rob Pelinka is trying to save his job. He was about to get fired at the end of the season. He was about to get fired. The Britne circus, all of the media calling for LeBron to please stop this. This is also a distraction. So this helped LeBron because it's a distraction from what he's turned the Lakers into, but it also didn't benefit him just as far as his power in the franchise. So he's got to either sit there and just, be Luka's sidekick, or he's got to make the decision to leave.
Here's another thing, Zoe. If LeBron defers to Luka now, but didn't defer for Westbrook to let Westbrook be the point, didn't defer to AD for AD to be the number one, I'm really curious, man. Like, even when Carmelo came and played with him, like, Carmelo couldn't even. Nobody could. He couldn't even get in. Like, he was just a bench player, and they just wanted him to just spread the floor and shoot threes. Like, he couldn't even cook. If he does it for Luka, what's the difference? Why would he do it for Luka but nobody else?
I don't think that he physically can. I think somebody said it earlier that he couldn't flip that switch. But I think he could flip the switch considering he was flipping plays since he was 8 years old. So but nah, seriously, I don't know if he can do it. I think that's why Wade did do it, because Wade had the mentality to understand that we can't both be doing the same things that we were doing when we were on different teams. I think that he's going to attempt. I think that it should be Luka, but I think LeBron's instincts will take over. He's always been the guy to have the ball the majority of the time, spot up shooters. That's why he's able to get the assists that he gets. That's why he's going to be leading his team in scoring, and he's going to get all of the rebounds. And that's Luka. Luka is a disciple of that play.
Though? Is it really about LeBron not wanting to like, of course, like, nobody wants to defer. They all want to be the number one option. They all want to be that guy, though. But look at every tenure that he's had. Miami Heat, you just said it. Dwayne Wade had to give him the power. That was Dwayne Wade's team. That was Eric Spoelstra's team. That was Pat Riley's team. That wasn't LeBron's team. He didn't have the power. He didn't have the cachet to go in there and demand a damn thing. But then you go bring him to his second stint on the Cavs. He was able to do that. And then he had full carte blanche on the Lakers' control. Now he doesn't have that. He does not have the power and the control.
So do you
Luka,
think
Rob Pelinka, and Jeannie Buss have stripped him of his powers. That's
do you
what's
think that it's going to work though? Do you think that because he doesn't have that power anymore, do you think that he will defer if he doesn't want to leave?
He has no choice because JJ Redick isn't going to put the ball in his hands. We're going to see him be defiant. That's what we're going to see because he cannot handle either not getting that triple-double, scoring below 20 points. If LeBron James we're going to see him go into a fourth quarter with like 6 points, and he's going to crash out, and he's going to take over that game.
Nah, he's going to take over, and I think Luka's going to be on his side when he does that.
So look, this is what I think gonna happen, Dom. I watched that game last night. It ain't, bro. It's like a night and day difference with LA all of a sudden, and I'm telling you, they go be the center of attention in the NBA.
Absolutely.
And the whistle is gonna be unreal. I mean, the whistle got Luka and the Mavs all the way to the finals, and they was not supposed to beat Minnesota or OKC.
Definitely,
but that whistle helped Luka out so much. I'm telling you, that whistle is going to be in the favor of LeBron and Luka. They're going to get free throws, and they're going to be able to foul people, and that's going to make up for the defense that they lack. And I'm telling you, man, bro, LA about to be popping. I mean, what you said makes all the basketball sense in the world, but that's if the NBA wasn't rigged. This is the last call we're going to take, and then we're going to move to the last couple of topics. Caller from New York, go ahead. You got 30 seconds.
Hey, y'all, it's Mel. How y'all doing, all?
What's popping?
What I'm saying, she's kind of right. And I think the thing about LeBron, he's not giving up the reins. And if he don't, them LA fans are going to go crazy. It's not his time. His era's over with. It's Luka time. Everybody just going to get on board. That's what's going to happen. He ain't got no choice, but he won't be there.
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
I mean,
hey, thanks for the call, bro.
All right, man, have a good night, y'all.
Yeah,
we talking about LeBron like he 26. This dude 40. They giving him one more shot. This is your shot. This is your ride off into the sunset. After this, you're gone. So make the best of it.
Yeah. Really quick before we move on to this football topic, man. Just really quick, man. Your worst team moves at the deadline, or your best team moves at the deadline. Me personally, I love the De'Aaron Fox, the San Antonio. I think San Antonio did really good finding Wemby a running mate. I thought that was dope. My worst, yeah, I think about it, but your best and worst, anybody?
I got my best and worst, and it's the same trade. The best, Cleveland picking up DeAndre Hunter, a 20-point scorer off the bench. Worst, Atlanta Hawks trading DeAndre Hunter, who's a 20-point scorer off the bench. Like, I mean, I know Jalen Johnson is out, but and the season is pretty much a wash without him in the lineup because that's part of the team. But Cleveland, my God, they just got a dude that can defend 1 through 4, maybe some 5s. The only knock on DeAndre Hunter is if he can stay healthy, because that's been his problem in Atlanta. But this year, not so much. I mean, he's been sometimes the best player on the floor at times this season. So Cleveland
can go. The boy can go.
He's a real hooper, and I think he's from PA. I think
they should have sent him out west, man. Sending him to Cleveland, it was just helping him out too much.
Oh my God, it's the team who's the number 1 in our conference, and we're just going to make them that much better. I don't understand.
That's tough. Now, they might be thinking that Jalen Johnson has emerged as a he. I mean, they was talking about him making an All-Star this year before he got hurt.
Yeah,
so they might be thinking that Jalen Johnson might be him, and he played the same position as Hunter. So we, know, but which is the same thing that happened with Miles Bridges and PJ Washington and Charlotte. They had to get one of them
play styles. Yeah, had to get one of them out of there.
Oh, before somebody else go, Chris just texted me and said his sister. Chris ain't here, y'all, because his sister was, her high school game. She was supposed to pass 1K points for her, I think for her career there.
Yeah, and, 1K.
And he just said that she just hit her 1K. So congrats to Chris and his little sister.
That's hard.
Britne, worst and best move.
From what I paid attention to be honest. I mean, you already said my favorite, which was the De'Aaron Fox one to the Spurs. I just think that was a big time pickup. I know Pop is excited because he about to have that team popping again. They're young and ready to go. Got a future.
Castle look good too, don't he?
Man, listen, they
Castle.
hope all the
Castle
young
look
guys look good. That team, they got De'Aaron Fox and didn't have to give up too much. They still got Sohan, they still got Castle, they still got Vassell, still got Chris Paul over there.
My worst? I don't really know.
How about somebody who didn't make a move at all?
I was gonna
They
say
needed
more of a head. Wait, I was gonna say more of a head scratcher because I'm really curious to see how it's gonna work. I think it was a Kyle Kuzma went to the Bucks.
Yeah,
I like
for Chris Middleton.
You had to give up Chris Middleton because I think he was just he wasn't doing anything. He was injury prone, and I kind of feel bad for him because he got sent to the land of that's it.
The land of that's it is crazy.
But I'm curious to see how that's going to work. I'm curious to see how that's going to work with Kyle Kuzma there. He is we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious about that one.
Corey.
My best and my worst is the same. Luka to LA.
That's fair.
It is. It's the best and the worst. I think in the long run it'll be really good for both. I think Luka needed to be out of here, right? I think he needs to get his life under control, like with other things, because there were some other things that kind of came out that I read about. Some people even said that he may have a drinking problem. But
I don't know why I'm laughing at that. But I don't even know why I'm laughing at that.
I mean,
that's not funny.
I mean, but I don't know if y'all remember last year.
The way they do to certain kinds of players as well. So I just think that that's funny.
I mean,
that's why you're laughing, Zoe. They're giving him the Kyrie treatment right now.
Boy,
he's a drunk.
He's a fat drunk. Get him out of here. He was no good for us anyway.
I mean, I don't know if y'all remember last year during the Western Conference Finals when Michael Finley took that beer out of his hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take a grown man's beer unless he got a problem.
You think Luka ever played drunk?
I think he probably played hungover.
I don't think he gets drunk.
He just keep drinking.
He
just keep drinking. That's crazy.
So my favorite trade, guys, and from like a win now perspective, I love the DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs. I think that that's a great trade, but just from like a league perspective, the best and absolute hands down best trade of this is Luka to the Lakers. I'm sorry, but that sent a huge message to all players, I think, across the league. I mean, Anthony Edwards is scared. People are coming out like, oh my gosh, like I'm scared. I don't feel safe, and I'm not saying that you like the NBA or ownership should be leading through fear, but I do think that players should have more pride in how they're showing up to play and bring a little bit more professionalism and try to clean up their act. I really do. So I hope that this is something that begins to, get players to participate, get them to show up better. I think that this was needed for franchises to take their teams back. I'm happy to see the Lakers on some sort of trajectory now.
Dominque, you got to get out of here at 7:15. 10:15. Oh, it's no, you in my time, 7:15. So I appreciate you being here. And we're gonna miss you for this last segment, but you got to go. So I appreciate you.
Happy Friday. Nice to be back with the gang.
Subscribe to Sports Tea, everybody.
Do that.
You all.
All right, Dom. Thank you. Peace. All right, and Jay. Yo, go ahead. My bad.
Best trade was, of course, Fox to the Spurs. Too easy.
People are saying that they thought Denver should have made a move and they wasting a generational talent and Jokic by not getting a trade. Before somebody responded to that, let me read this super chat. Best is AD to the Mavs. They low-key have a chance to go back to the finals. Haven't seen Kyrie play the lead role since the Celtics. This is his chance to prove he can win on his own like Kobe did. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for the super chat. The worst though, for real, before you get into the Denver joint, is how the league decided that hot potato Schroeder.
That man played for 4 teams in 24 hours.
He ain't never even get to play.
That man is a homeless NBA player. He done been everywhere, bro. He done been everywhere.
Everywhere, yo. And then he ended up in Detroit, which they said they're gonna keep him, but we'll see.
I mean, played Utah, the Warriors, the Pistons, and the Jazz. I mean, and I think it was the Bulls for within the 24-hour period.
Yeah, it's crazy. That man getting bounced around. Remember, he was about to sign a big deal.
And man,
was his agency? They was like, nah, you can get money.
Nah. And then it just never happened for him since then, yo.
Now he getting bounced around. I don't know.
Was that Clutch?
I know
he wasn't with
Clutch.
Clutch.
Messed up Nerlens Noel for sure.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
he had a lawsuit against him.
Yeah. I'm assuming
Is
they
he
settled
still?
that one.
Never mind. Is he still? Do he still hoop anywhere?
I don't know.
I ain't seen him.
Walmart. If they got rims, but in the back.
Yeah, he killing out there.
Yeah.
But now Denver. Listen, how much? What else can Denver do? They got 37.
So here's the argument. Here's the argument for Jokic apologies. I shout out to my dog Scalp Attack. I was just watching his video. He's a big fan of Jokic and stats and analytics. So when he makes his videos, his evidence for everything is advanced analytics. And he thinks Jokic is just one of the best players and having one of the best NBA seasons we've ever seen from a player in the NBA based on PER, where he ranks at in scoring, assists, and rebounds, and being 11th in assists and all that stuff. He thinks he's just the best, and he's just playing with bums and he ain't getting no help, all because none of them have made All-Star. So his argument is that get him an All-Star. And all these other players got All-Stars to play with them. And I'm like, well, he got 2 All-Stars and 1 former All-Star, and really a 4th All-Star. If you think about Aaron Gordon, who should have been an All-Star in Orlando, should have been an All-Star the year they won the championship in Denver. Jamal Murray has been playing at the All-Star level. There's no difference between him and Brunson and all these other point guards. Garland, like he played just as well as them. Michael Porter Jr. is a 3rd star. Do anybody got a 3rd star better than him? I mean, Phoenix got Bradley Beal. Is Michael Porter Jr. not better than Beal?
He definitely is.
Right. Yeah. Name another team. Orlando has Banchero and then Wagner. Who's their 3rd star? Like, you can just go down the line of 3rd stars. Michael Porter Jr. is going to trump a lot of them. Right. So I'm trying to figure out what don't Jokic have, and the only reason he can point to is that they're not all stars. Well, have you ever thought that the reason why they're not all stars is because Jokic is doing too much and they can't showcase themselves? Name in the modern day sports, name anybody who averaged a triple double who had an all-star beside them. You can't have an all-star beside you, because triple double basketball for a player means that either that team is trash, because you shouldn't average a triple double.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be doing that much. Yeah. Or if your team ain't trash, that means you're doing too much and they can't do enough.
Facts.
Like you just can't. If you replace Michael Porter Jr. with an all-star, what's gonna be different?
The all-star ain't gonna have all-star numbers. He won't be an all-star no more. He won't be an all-star.
Exactly. Right. That. Prime example, Kyrie Irving. He went straight to Dallas and he's not an all-star no more. But Brunson left Dallas and he's an all-star every year.
Good point. That's a good example too.
Nice job, Melvin.
Good job, man.
They call that check and mate.
Pretty much. So for whoever asked that question about Jokic in Denver, that's pretty much it.
I mean, they didn't get better, but I think to Mel's point, I think part of the reason why they didn't make any moves because they feel like they have everything on the roster, but the style of play, it runs through Joker. And if that is the case, then you're gonna live and you're gonna die by whatever he can do and whatever he decides to hand to his teammates. We heard a lot about Jamal Murray this year, and everybody's gonna blame Jamal Murray. But the truth of the matter is, when you have a guy that is able to do, nobody said Jokic isn't skilled. He's a very skilled big man, but he's ball dominant. He has to have the ball in his hand. He's going to make the play. He's going to get the rebound. He's going to score a lot of the points. It's just what happens, and that leaves less shots for everybody else. How do you expect him to have an all-star teammate? They ain't gonna make it on his team.
Mm-mm.
Just not.
Nope, not at all. So It is what it is. All right, so let's move to football, y'all. And this will be our last topic, but I think this is a good topic because Cam Newton is making his rounds around social media, and everybody's talking about what he said because they asked him, "Would you trade your MVP for a Super Bowl?" And he said, "Hell nah." This is how he explained it.
Cam Newton has done it once again. He's spoke his piece, and I agree with what he's saying, and it wasn't necessarily received the right way by a lot of people. It's created a lot of interesting feedback and comments over it. But here's what Cam Newton had to say about would he trade the MVP award for Super Bowl.
I ask you, Cam, if you could give back that league MVP for a Super Bowl championship, would you do it?
No.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Wow.
What's more important, impact or championships? If we're being honest, the impact of you holding yourself accountable to say everybody has a responsibility to do. And you could say as an MVP award winner or an All-American, you've held yourself or you've held your end of the bargain down. And that's what it really comes down to for me. I know that's not the popular pick. I'm trying to be popularized. But my take is I'm taking individual success because I did my job.
I'll say this. While I would trade in an individual award to be a champion, I don't disagree with him. I do not disagree because you got to bring your best you in order to be the best we. If you're not putting your best foot forward, if I can say I was the best player in the league and I was voted that, then you can't say we didn't win a Super Bowl because, well, I did something I shouldn't have done. I'm the most valuable player in the league.
He could have got down there and dove for the football, but he said he made a business decision.
He didn't die for the football, Plexico.
Right. Okay,
he
made a business decision. So when you talk about when you're talking about he wouldn't trade an MVP for a team trophy, he said he's gonna take the individual award because he did his part of the bargain. So did his teammates go out every Sunday and not do their part of the bargain to help lift him to win an MVP? Because if they weren't out there on Thursdays, Sunday, Saturday, Monday nights, whenever they was playing, if his teammates weren't at their best, given all that they have, then he wouldn't be an MVP.
Man, how y'all see it, man? I think that's at first I would think that's not a tough decision to make, but now that you kind of hear it, like, do Cam got a point? Like, how y'all see that?
That's why Cam ain't got no job.
Yeah, got a point, yo. He got a point.
He always crying about how I'm not in the league and I'm better than some quarterbacks. That's why he ain't got no job.
He got a point. It ain't a very good one.
He has one at least.
I would definitely, me personally, I would say, keep my MVP. But I've always been about individual success, and that's why I didn't play a team sport. That's why I chose to focus all my energy on wrestling because, hey, it's just me. I did what I did, win, lose, or draw. I don't have to depend on nobody else not doing what they're supposed to or doing what they're supposed to in order to reach my success or my talent level. So I get it in that sense, but come on, man. Like, you still ain't media trained. Like, dude, they was going to put the rocket on your back. They was going to put that rocket on your back. You wouldn't even do the interview after y'all lost that Super Bowl. And here it is, man. You still ain't learned. That man ain't going to be on ESPN for long. And I love Cam Newton. I like, listen, you know what I'm saying? I love Cam Newton, but come on, man. Like, I don't think you're wrong. WWE, hell no. No, I ain't wrestling no WWE.
Yeah, he did.
I'm on the yeah, I was looking too.
Yeah.
I already knew where you was going, so I already knew
you took my stole my thunder.
Listen though, listen. The way he was trying to describe it. All right, so all right, let's break it down. There's only one MVP every year. There's only one team that wins the Super Bowl every year. So they're both prestigious, right? winning the Super Bowl is the reason why you play. You play to win. You play to go all the way, right? So that's the ultimate goal. So I think on the surface, the best answer, I'm not necessarily the right answer, but the best answer should be the whole purpose of you playing is to win. So you should want that Super Bowl ring. But I think what Cam is trying to say is that winning an MVP says that you individually done something at such a high level, right?
Nobody else did it better than you.
How many players on the field, Mel? 1 or 11?
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
But hold on. So
individually depending on your team.
I think if they would have asked him, I think his answer might have been different if they'd have asked him, would he prefer to win a Super Bowl or MVP? They asked him, would he trade an MVP that he actually won? That's a whole different conversation.
Right.
It is.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure if they asked him, would he rather have an MVP? I mean, would he rather win an MVP or Super Bowl? He would have said Super Bowl. But
so, okay, let's put it this way: what based on Cam's career now, Britne, with his MVP, his undefeated season or 1-loss season, and a loss in the Super Bowl the way they lost, and then how his career ended, where do you have him ranked in your mind as a quarterback? And then you have to ask yourself, if he had won that Super Bowl, but he didn't get MVP, where would you have him ranked at? Which one would you have? Which one would make you rank him higher?
That is a good question. That is a good question.
Let me ask you. Can I ask a question with a question right now?
Sure, because you was gonna do it anyway.
Hey, Mike Mill.
Where do we rank Allen Iverson
for his position?
No, just for his position
as a player. Okay, okay.
Good job, Britne.
Y'all cooking tonight.
Somewhere
Okay.
around top 5, top 6.
If I can recall, as talented as Allen Iverson was, right, and he gave his whole heart every time he got on the court. He has 1 MVP, no rings. You know the first thing Allen Iverson says to this day? He would trade that MVP in like this, in a quick second to get a championship ring. We play the game for the trophy. We don't play the game to say I'm the best player on as in my position, and like with your team, you need a good team to even get you there. That's the thing. So it's just like that's why he would have never gotten the ring, because he has a selfish mentality. You can't have a selfish mentality in a team sport. Like it won't work.
Yeah, that's where I was going. That's where I was going. As much as dang Cam boy, Cam be putting.
He make it hard for you.
Make it hard for me, and I'm from Georgia.
Pause.
He's from Georgia.
Pause.
Yeah, that was crazy. Cam does not do that. Anyway, yeah, man. So he says a lot of things, and I think a lot of it is clickbaity stuff, but some of it because of that weird handwriting he be doing on Instagram. I think some of it he believes. So I think
How long do you think that takes?
I don't even know how you do that. But I think that Cam is showing you who Cam is. Like Cam, self-preservation is important to Cam. That's why he didn't jump on that fumble in that Super Bowl where he had a chance to win a ring.
Go ahead, Zoe. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I just feel like a ring solidifies you because, like Mel said, Mel made a great point. If you, where do we put Cam Newton if he won that MVP, then went on and won the Super Bowl?
Right about where he at.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta give some credence to that bowl win.
You get a little bit more credit.
You get a little bit more credit.
Okay, so how much credit you give Eli for getting 2 of them, Corey?
None.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You don't give Eli nothing.
It's a two-edged sword because Trent Dilfer got a Super Bowl too, and I don't look at him any higher or lower.
Brad Johnson.
Facts.
Brad Johnson. I don't look at him any higher or lower.
Yep.
But the difference is neither one of those last 2 names would have been the cause of them winning the Super Bowl. If the Carolina Panthers won that Super Bowl, it would have been solely because of Cameron Newton.
Right. One.
Tyrese Hillman won New York one of them Super Bowls, and the defense won them though.
Yeah, shoot, the defense won it every time. That defense was nasty, but that defense was getting sacks with 4 rushers.
Yeah, for that NASCAR package.
Bro, who they had? They had straight hand on the end. They had tuck in the middle.
JPP.
They had Uzi,
Uzi Umenyiora and JPP.
Umenyiora and daggone JPP with that one hand. Well, he got one. He had two hands then though. But
Yeah, he still had 10 digits.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a quick question.
Yeah.
How often when we have our debates do we say, oh my goodness, this person got 8 MVPs and they're in the top 5, top 2, top 3. They're an elite quarterback in the history throughout their career. We don't talk about that as much. We basically disregard the MVPs. We kind of look
about the rings.
I don't, but everybody talks about the rings. And then my second question, right? Kobe Bryant, Patrick Mahomes, do you think they're going to trade any of their Super Bowl rings to go get another MVP?
I do you one better. You
Well deserving. They probably should have earned more MVPs than what they currently have or had.
Britne, do you think Josh Allen would trade his MVP to be in the Super Bowl this week?
I think he would do it in a heartbeat.
Yep.
I think Josh Allen got a DEI MVP.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, he does.
I disagree with that. Well, but I got you.
Sheesh. I'm clipping that right after the show.
That came from Jay. Jay texted me that before the show.
Nah,
that is insane. That man.
He wasn't deserving, man. He wasn't the most qualified. Okay.
Hey. Look at this. WEI. DEI.
Oh man, y'all so that go stupid, man.
Oh,
I mean, and listen, because you gotta take into account that right now in professional sports, and this has been this way for a while, that MVPs are narrative driven. It's not literally being the most valuable player. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was, it wouldn't be the same position every year in the NFL. And then in the NBA, there's no world where Jordan only got 5 MVPs. Like, he was the most valuable player for a decade.
He's still the most valuable player for the NBA, really.
Right now, to this day, absolutely.
He's the most valuable player.
Them damn Jason Tatum's.
I do a Jordan video. It goes to the moon.
To the moon.
Them Jason Tatum's and them Lukas and them Zions, them shoes ugly as shit. That man 0 for 3 on Team Jordan.
Man, I feel bad. And Trae Young just joined Jordan Brand. I don't have any faith.
Oh, them shoes.
But them Jason Tatum's are the worst.
Hey, man, look, they up and coming, man. Give Jordan Brand a shot, man.
I actually think it's the athletes who actually sign off on them that like they just weird people, like cannabis beats, like they just like weird shit.
No. Those cannabis beats was Wyclef. Wyclef made them.
Yeah, but cannabis had to approve them.
You can't just do that.
Yeah. He had to listen to them shits when he started rapping.
Most of them songs he had freestyle on his mixtape, and they just throw him on some Rockcliffe beats.
Somebody said it right here. Hold on.
Jason Tatum's shoes are horrible.
First line. I didn't even read the rest of it. Super Bowl winning quarterbacks are remembered. Point blank. Period.
You don't remember Trent Dilfer?
I mean, I do, but not for.
Speaking of Super Bowl winning quarterback,
yeah, that's why I remember, because he did win the Super Bowl, but I don't remember from nothing else.
That's the only reason that you do remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason why, exactly.
But anybody
Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Anybody forgot Cam Newton?
Nobody forgot Cam Newton. His impact was it's different because yes,
in fact, more people probably know Cam Newton than Brad Johnson.
Facts.
No question.
They know Cam for everything he did, but you remember him for blowing that Super Bowl. He wouldn't dive on that ball. That's a memory etched in your brain.
So we act like, listen,
if you talking about
on that ball right now, if he dives on that ball, balls, they still lose that game.
Yeah, they was getting rigged. That game was rigged. He knew it. By that time, he knew it. As soon as he threw that pass to Ted Ginn and he caught it across the middle, and it was like, oh, no catch. Yeah, he already knew. He knew what it was, man. Yep. He knew what it was. But when you say Cam name, we talking about football, we know we talking about Cam Newton. Mess around and start talking about football and say Trent. Who?
McDuffie, first thing came to my mind.
Trent Williams came to mind. Yep.
Yeah.
Nigga Trent Green from the
Trent Green. I remember Trent Green before I remember Trent Dilfer.
I just remember Dick Vermeer crying.
Yeah, Trent Different ain't even got no jobs. Like even Dan Oleski got a job. What Trent at? Anybody saying, man, we need Trent on
Hey,
ESPN,
man,
get
get Trent on the
Get
broadcast,
Trent,
man.
man. Break down these X's and O's.
What is Dan Orlovsky known for?
Running out the back of the end zone.
Well,
he had a really good football mind, but not real good football talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those that can't do teach.
I guess
and those that can't teach Jim.
that probably would have gotten. That probably would have been
Bro,
forgotten.
you know where that's from?
Yeah,
some movie.
School
Cable
of Rock,
Guy.
yo.
School of Rock. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Dang.
Hey man, listen. Super Bowl coming up Sunday night. The big game. So I bookmarked earlier when you was talking about you didn't have any backup plan or anything. Andy Reid does not let himself be in that position at all.
Okay.
I think if Kansas City wins this game, it will be because Andy Reid outcoaches Nick Sirianni.
Well, I think before the game start, he's already outcoached them. So that's already a given. If Philly wins this game, Saquon is just going to have to be unstoppable. And they're going to need something from AJ and Smith. So they each got to take a quarter, right? It ain't going to be Saquon all 4 quarters. It ain't going to be Jalen all 4 quarters. The defense, Saquon, and then the passing attack is going to they all going to have to put in a good effort because I'm telling you, 1-5 going to be coming at you the whole 4 quarters, man. And Andy Reid is going to be, I mean, bro.
You thought,
and then them yellow flags, Lord have mercy.
You think Luka and LeBron finna get some calls? Wait till Sunday.
Man, these boys about to get. Sheesh.
I think that if I think the Eagles got to in 4th quarter come around, please be up by 2 scores.
Look,
you got to try to be up by 2 scores. You don't
listen.
15 getting the ball in the 4th quarter, 1 score down. You just don't want it. Avoid that at all costs.
If he's able to scramble at all, if he's not under duress, if the pass rush ain't getting to him with 5 at the very most, right? If they can't get pressure with 5, they got to
6 blitz. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. But you know what? I got faith in that pass rush, especially as of lately. Them Georgia Bulldog players are starting to come around and make some plays. Jalen Carter's an animal, and
that's about them being sick though.
Yeah, he is. A lot of
listen, man. Every big game, somebody's quote unquote sick. That don't buy into that. Them boys healthy.
Oh, they ready to play. Game. Yeah, well, if I wasn't healthy, you think I'm finna, man? I'm gonna be thrown off all over the field. I don't care. I'm playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's a Super Bowl. Yeah,
it's
that's
Super
for
Bowl.
Sure.
Yeah, I think they can cause some pressure, but Mahomes is good facing pressure. I think that those guys are going to make some noise. I think it's going to be a good game. It's hard to bet against 15, but I want the Eagles to win.
I look for a sneaky big game from D-Hop.
Fair.
Well, you can look for that all you want to, Jay.
That's all he gonna be doing is just looking. Is that what you're saying?
I think if Kansas City is going to win, Pat needs 303. He needs 3 touchdowns, and I can see Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce, and D-Hop all scoring a touchdown.
Somebody said Taylor Swift hurt.
She's showing up though.
She'll be there.
She'll be in the building.
She probably hurt herself dancing at the Grammys.
Dancing.
Brittany, you quiet, man. Don't try to be. Don't
can't do that,
be
Britt.
quiet now. Don't get quiet now.
She waited her turn like Corey did because it's her squad. Go ahead. I need to know something, Britt.
I'm just listening to y'all and I hear doubts and I'm just like, okay. D-Hop has done nothing. He's a talented player. I love D-Hop, future Hall of Famer. I'm not gonna look. I don't care how. And I love me some Andy Reid, and he will draw up some incredible plays. He's that creative. But I don't think, I don't know. I just hear a lot of, this is not the secondary we had a year ago, 2 years ago. This young secondary is different. And they're very, very good in coverage. Very good in coverage. So, yeah, you have to slow down Mahomes, which is not going to be easy whatsoever. But I think the biggest thing that's different between this Eagles now and the Eagles then, the secondary is better now, and our linebackers are better, and I think that's important. That's big.
I
So
don't know if your secondary is better. I think you're just getting pressure on the
way better.
I think you're just getting pressure on the quarterback.
Take the
Our
front seven.
But we
Our
beat
secondary
y'all.
is better.
We beat y'all with Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore being our 1 and 2 receivers.
Right, against a weaker secondary. I said that 2 years ago. I said our secondary is not good 2 years ago. I don't care. You could say they had Darius Slay on one side, they had James Bradbury on the other side.
Bradbury.
You could look at the difference when you watch this team now. It's like night and day is the difference. So is it going to be a tough game? Absolutely. But it's a lot of doubts with with people saying the Eagles might not do it. Let it continue to be doubts. I ain't got a problem with that.
Now, of this run, I believe that this Eagles team has the best chance of beating anybody we've played in the Super Bowl and this three-peat. But I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. If we win this one, what stops us from winning the next one too?
You know what?
I'm afraid. I just want to. Everybody like, oh, at 3 it's gonna be over. Maybe not.
Man, y'all fans so annoying, boy. It's just like having 1,000 Jameis Winstons talking in one room.
Hey, listen, Jameis Winston. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put Jameis Winston as a Fox correspondent, they need a raise because that man is must-see TV.
Oh man! Hey, Michael Silberg said having a three-peat to talk about is way too valuable to Roger Goodell to not make it happen. Y'all know this, man. This is crazy, man.
Yeah, and they got to get back for the NBA killing media week.
So the NBA did that because I promise you that trade has everything to do with the NFL beating their ass on Christmas Day.
Killed them on Christmas.
It was like, watch what we do today, big week.
I said, okay, get it back in blood. We're gonna trade Luka to the Lakers.
Get back game.
That's the only thing that makes sense because nothing about that trade made sense, and nobody knew about it. I think the GMs was told about it after it happened. Nico ain't know nothing about it. Rob Palinka ain't know nothing about it.
He said, "Hey, he called him and told him, hey,
yeah,
you ain't got Luka no more."
And he's going to reward each franchise with a championship ring in the next 5 years. Watch.
Wow.
You know what? That makes sense. Why wouldn't you? You know, if you take a dive and you be a part of this mess, that's what they do in WWE. Eventually, you're gonna be Jey Uso and win the Royal Rumble.
Hey, put the strap on. Put the strap on.
What is Lil Wayne doing? Keep talking.
I think it's gonna be a surprise. He go show up. I think they got to do something for New Orleans.
Yo,
Lil Wayne just on that. He on that Jello. That man spit.
What's up, Zoe?
He said,
and he recording the Florida Six.
Because he just
he got to stay in the news. He got to be relevant right now.
No,
he shouldn't have to. I agree, Corey. Yeah, I agree.
It gonna sound like yeah. That's what it's gonna sound like. Oh my
y'all so daggone stupid.
What Mel? You got your picture of Lil Wayne?
I ain't got it.
Just in case they don't know who we talking about.
I wish I had it, man. Man, I wish I had it, man. That picture was so funny, man. I do got my picture of Prince Hakeem though.
Oh, geez.
My son works.
My son works. When I say the boy got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money. If you really a prince, I'll marry you.
I'll marry you. He gave him $1 million earrings.
Yeah. All right, man. I think hey man, who getting the super chats tonight? I'm a cash app. I'm keeping the Dreamers Pro one because I don't know how much that is. So I think it looks like about $50.
So which one?
Hey, give it to Britne, yo.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much it is. I can't give it.
No,
What's
not that
up,
one.
Britne?
I'm saying,
Britne.
give the super chats to Britne
He said,
tonight.
I don't know how much it is, so I'm gonna keep it to find out how much it is.
And I'm gonna tell y'all why I said Britne.
Which one are you talking about?
Hello.
The Cash App.
Which one?
All of them.
All of them.
No, I was talking about which one you said was $50.
He told he think Dream is Pro.
Well, I try to add it up. Somebody add it up and tell me if it's about 50.
5, 10, 20.
Oh shit!
I don't even know what this is. Yeah.
Yeah, don't count the Dreamers Pro.
I'm never gonna say that. I don't even know what that
think it was
is.
like $13 or something like that.
Mm.
When you convert it.
Oh, when you convert it, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Britne, this Cash App
55.
55. Is your
plus 13?
Yeah.
Plus the 13?
Yes, $13.
Okay.
Send me a screenshot of your Cash App, Britne.
It's called You're Bad.
I'm what?
Your Cash App, it ain't money sign that DAT girl GURL bad BADD.
No, I think I know, but I thought you had
underscore
an
exclamation point.
It's just a blue. It's just a blue B.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got it.
It's from the money. The Dreamers Pro is from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Corey, he said that earlier.
I did.
No, he said that earlier. He told us earlier.
My bad.
It's all good.
Shout out Dreamers Pro, being from Nigeria.
Yeah, I need to get out there at least once. Yeah. All right, we good. All right, y'all.
Hey, hold on. Time out. Hey, listen, guys. That man just said now I see every week, each and every week, all these, Britne. Look, man, whatever y'all send on the super chat going directly to her, man. Y'all better run it up.
Y'all ain't showing enough love.
There we go. Y'all want to DM and all that stuff, man. Cash App, hey, Cash App will get a DM open.
Might unlock them DMs. Might go from general to doggone from the people. Hey, somebody want to
Hey, but keep it classy because we do play security for it too now.
From New York sending foreign money.
Oh yeah, George Truthurst said that nigga in New York. Why is he sending foreign money?
He got a point.
Yeah, I gotta send that Cash
App.
Somebody
send it to him. He ain't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
He's just gonna keep it to see how much it is.
Something so she can remember you. Boo, do you remember I was the one that sent the $500 Cash App?
There it is.
Last question before we out of here. I know it wasn't part of the show, but real quick, since we still on live.
Hey, Truth hurts.
Look at that. George Truthurst.
NFL.
Britne, is $5 enough for you to open a DM?
You'll get an emoji back.
Okay.
For $5, she'll send an emoji back.
I know what that laugh meant.
If you're a sweetheart and you really take care of yourself, then I could open it up for free. But what I'm
shitting me.
Not when Big Gang James around. Ain't no free out this bitch.
Free? What's that? She's speaking Nigerian.
I never said I respond back. I just said
you'll open it. Okay, all right, got it.
I'll make that clear. NFL Play of the Year. What was it to y'all?
The Play of the Year?
The Play of the Year.
Not playoffs, right?
Just regular season. That dude backwards.
Regular season. Play of the Year.
Jumping backwards over a player after a spin move.
I'm gonna say that's the easy one. I'm gonna say the Hail Mary that JD5 threw against the Bears. That started that run.
That's not a bad one.
Not bad.
Yeah. If y'all not following Kanye West on X.
You're missing a show.
He's been tweeting nonstop every 5 minutes. And
is he still going now?
He's still going.
He got to be hacked.
I think he's hacked for sure.
I think he's
Not only is he hacked, Elon Musk the one that hacked him.
Yeah, I think because I think
Yeah.
T.O. got hacked too. T.O. came out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, I'm starting my Terrell Owens meme coin," and had some link under it, blah 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 blah, boom 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 boom, and I said, "Yeah, they got him too." Yeah.
Oh man.
And funny enough, that's the same. It was a tweet from Kanye that came out earlier saying he got offered money by somebody, and they pretty much said the same thing, that they asked him to do the same thing that T.O. did on his Twitter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're probably doing some.
That boy
some
said his
foul
mind
music.
hacked.
Siobhan. Hey, y'all know Siobhan go join a panel sometime soon for a couple of cameo appearances whenever somebody can't make it.
Okay.
She
right.
called in earlier from Mississippi, so we'll have her. Like, if somebody can't make it and we need 4 squares
This
or
man said Mississippi. I thought she was from Alabama.
That might be.
it's the same thing. The same
And
thing.
to me, that might be next weekend.
Here we go.
See, open up the DMs, and now you ain't gonna be here.
Here we go,
That's how it
Britne. Golly, send
That's
them
how it
cash
works.
back.
Open up the
I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but I was, with Valentine's Day, might be hanging out. That's all.
So Valentine's Day falls on a Friday.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So we got to record on Thursday then.
I'll be here. Hey, look.
Y'all
It's
trying to
only
record
Valentine's Day.
Thursday?
I'll be here.
Yeah, I love the game.
Dang, why you saying so hard, twin? I think your vein popped out of your forehead. Like, God.
That's why I got this knot right.
Oh man, I love the game, man. Sheesh.
That's what I love. Happy Valentine's Day to the game.
Man, speaking of the game, boy, I can't wait to Sunday, man. Hey, is it still in our 40s? Do we still eat sloppy for the Super Bowl party?
A lot less.
She says,
well, I could text you after that. I may still be coming because everybody getting well in the house now, but I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was sick. So
was it COVID?
I ain't had no COVID. Like this.
I'm asking, was it COVID? It was passing, it was going around. It was just the flu.
COVID was going around?
No, I'm saying you said it was. You said everybody was getting sick in your
Oh,
house.
it flu.
It was just flu.
You said
COVID.
COVID.
Well, COVID is the flu.
Well, yeah, it is. It is. It is a
flu.
COVID is the flu.
It is
feel
not
like the flu.
Hey, I looked on the bottle of that Lysol can.
And it said coronavirus.
It said coronavirus on that joint.
Definitely did.
Got to do with the flu.
I don't know, but it seemed like it got something to do with it.
It was the flu. I had it. It feels like the flu. It was just on crack. It was the flu on crack. It's the flu on crack, man.
You're right.
Oh, sure. I don't know.
Hey man, y'all drawing inference game is crazy.
Who?
Yeah,
What?
inferences.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I caught it, Jay.
Say that again.
I don't know what are you talking about.
Nah,
Is it
y'all got it one time. Hey man,
Yeah,
this look
finesse time.
familiar.
That's my chart. It do look familiar. That's my charting block.
Yeah.
I got one like that. I bought it at the airport.
I think I spilled the nectar of the gods in that. I don't think it worked no more.
Nah, it still worked.
Oh, for real?
It just looked odd to be damn.
Oh no, that's a legit charging block right there.
Wait, why they getting on me, y'all?
Who? What they say?
Oh no.
Britne don't be like Chris. Britne cash out rich and she don't know how to act. I love the game.
I love the game.
I love it. Oh man. Oh, they say Bronny cooking right now in a real game or G League.
Really?
Hold on.
I guess it do matter.
He got 6 points. Good job.
In the real game?
In the Lakers game?
I don't know. Let me see.
Lakers
I don't
played
think
last night. Ain't no back to back.
I don't think the Lakers play. Dang, Phoenix losing to Utah, boy. Boy, they forget the trade that they gonna cut everybody after this game.
They
boys better lose to Utah. Lord have mercy.
They can't do that.
Hey, what happened to what is Filipowski doing?
Oh, KD and Bill not playing tonight. Flip. He ain't doing nothing. Getting tossed. Getting this, you know what I'm saying? Getting tossed around like he need to put some weight on.
Who the hell is Filipowski? Messed up?
That dude that got scammed by his his teacher.
He got groomed by his babysitter.
Yeah, groomed by his babysitter.
Yeah, okay.
He said scared by his teacher. Same thing, though. Same thing. Same thing. She taught him some stuff, and she definitely scammed him.
Bro. Hey, bro, the crazy thing about it, I don't know not one young man that didn't have a teacher that they would have loved to get groomed by.
We gonna have this conversation right now?
I know your teacher that you wanted to get groomed by.
Are we gonna have this conversation?
Oh, it was 3 of them. Which ones you thinking about?
Miss Worthington.
Miss Worthington, you a lying ass. Miss Forrester. Miss Forrester was the one. Miss Forrester, Miss Holloman, and Bebe.
The janitor?
Yeah.
Does that count as a teacher? I mean,
Jay, we are not discriminating, all right?
She probably can teach you some stuff too.
It's qualifies.
Bebe was dragging around.
Miss Worthington was the home ec teacher. That boy Melvin thought he was gonna get a meal every day.
Miss Worthington was ugly. Hey, but look, but Bebe was dragging a wagon of sin, Jay.
Wagon.
She also was dragging that wagon in front with all the trash that she got out of the classroom.
Literally dragging the wagon. She was literally. Shout out to all our service workers in the faculty and the staff and all the schools.
Bebe looked like Zach Randolph in the face, but had a wagon.
I'm not checking for Zebo. I'm not checking for Zebo.
Oh,
not checking for Zebo.
Zebo was thick, boy.
Zebo was thick. Is insane. All right, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, hit subscribe. I'm gonna hit this button before I hit this in live stream button. That was insane. That man said, I was about to go watch their podcast, and I'm not anymore. All right, watch the Zebo podcast. All right,
hold on. Time out.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Now we're not laughing about that at all. You're absolutely right. That's 100% not funny.
No.
You're 100%. You're 100% correct. That's not funny. But this man saying that this woman looked like Zach Randolph
in the face, though, not the body. The body was Beyonce.
That's hilarious.
If you know ball and you know Zebo, great player. Great player.
Horrible face.
Horrible face.
Oh man!
Shout out Zebo. Shout out my folks Zebo. Good guy.
All right, man. We out, y'all, man.
We gotta go.
Somebody loves that face.